Hi, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? I hope you've had a fantastic day. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, oh my goodness. I'm sitting there dropping everything and anything on my desk. But hello, everyone. Hello, I hope you've had a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. Um, we are we are having a great day today, and we are hanging out with so far Phoenix and Rose and the amazing Croton. I am currently playing Elder Scrolls Online, but Croton and everybody else is playing Destiny too. Hello, Aki. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, he's such a cute. Only emote. What do you mean only emote? It's only emote? No, it's not. You might have to refresh. Refresh. Yeah, I promise it's off. Refresh. Refresh, Nikki, refresh. Um, we are playing Elder Scrolls Online. We're doing lots of questing. We're hanging out with people. Okay, Alpha's good. Good. I'm glad to hear. Um, I'm hearing them yell at me in the background. Did you hang up your gift? No, Croton hasn't done it yet. So I told him, oh, I'm getting attacked. I told him that I wanted it basically right above. So what I want to do is I want to basically change this area over here. And I want to have the Kingdom Hearts poster that I have on the other side that you know that I have. I want to put it over here, and I want to put my new gift up here as well. But I have to have him do that because I can't do it myself, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not fun. So I have to have him do that, and he's going to do that. He was going to do it today, and then he had a really long day at work and had to dig holes today. So I was like, all right, you can have the day. You have the day. We got to do it tomorrow, and he was like, all right, we'll do it tomorrow. So that's I have it right here. As I'm running around, making my character run around. But I have it here. I have it right here. I'm not showing people because I want it to be a surprise for everybody. But it's right here. It's right here. The beautifulness of it is right here. I have it right there. It will be going up. Promise it's going to be going up. Just have to have him hang it up for me. Okay. But yeah. I debated on what I wanted to play today. But ultimately, Rhodes and Croton were like, come hang out. And I was like, hey, come hang out. At some point, I'll probably be switching the game. We're probably going to be playing, more My Time at Portia, which I know you haven't seen yet, Aki. Either that or we can switch to Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't really decided yet. I know I'm going to be playing this for a little bit while everyone's kind of just hanging out. And then I'll be switching things over. I feel like I have to sneeze. Apparently I'm not going to sneeze. But I have played it. I hate Higgins. I mean, same. Same. I dislike him greatly. So at this point, I've made it like my personal mission to like go and steal his stuff every morning. Because we have had somebody come in and basically tell me that I could do that, and so I started doing that, and I said yes, absolutely, 100%. My goal every month in the game is to beat him and rub his big nose in my higher points. So there you go. There you go. I never played it before, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'll either switch to that or I'm going to switch to Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't really made that choice yet. Kind of see how I feel at the moment. But that's kind of the moment. Well, the plan at the moment. Let me go ahead and bring everyone in. I'm a little sad that it is unfinished and will never actually be finished. No, it won't. But didn't they come out with a second one? Yeah, they came out with the second one. The developers had made another My Time at game. Yeah. And I got that. I have both of them. I was just playing My Time at Portia right now. But I have my time at Portia and My Time at Sandrock. Those are the two that I have. I didn't get any of the DLCs, of course, but those are the only ones I got. But yeah, we're gonna be playing a little bit of Elder Scrolls today. We're going to be doing lots of story questing. We're gonna be hanging out with everybody while we're doing that, and then we're gonna be switching the game. And I feel like that's what we're gonna do today. There is an area that's unfinished items that were never actually. Oh, really? Oh, not fun. Oh my goodness. I don't know at what point I'm gonna switch over to My Time at Sandrock, but I do enjoy both of them. I do enjoy both. I'm enjoying the one at least. I guess I should say. I don't know when I'm gonna do the second one. Probably once I get like further along in the game, but I haven't figured that out yet. I have not figured that out. at all. At some point, I'm sure I will. I just haven't done that yet. What? I come back and that's the first thing I hear. Is I punched the heck out of that. Those were words. Okay. Okay, you silly beans. You silly, silly beans. But so why don't you for 3? I need to learn how to count. You 3, say hi to stream.
Hi. You put it at adults, right?
Yes, it's at adults. I haven't taken it off.
That's my fault.
No, it's more like my fault because I can never actually remember to do it until like I'm like, oh, I should probably put it on, a mature stream, and then I go back to it and I go to check it. I'm like, oh, I never took it off. So there's that.
Yeah, family friendly. Whatever.
Oh my goodness, you guys are ridiculous.
So, I need a new plan.
Let's go ahead and switch.
I changed my setup.
Go ahead and switch. Here's
Are we just farming this?
Boom.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
Yeah. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do with this build. Because
did you
There
want
we
to
go.
do
Well,
what was your plan with Charger's Light, Phoenix?
I switched to solar, so you'll be getting more wells now.
Fire and firepower. But I think I do need to change my grenades because I was using pulse grenades. Grenades.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit down on my throne. Ta-da! My throne. So how does it
Your
feel,
sword.
Curtin, getting back at Destiny?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't really say getting back into it. I'm just hanging out with the boys for the night. But it's going on. It's going okay. Can't stay alive at all, but turns out I'm freaking 20 light levels below where I need to be. So
Makes sense. Oh, you want to see? You want to know a funny roads? I wanted to tell you, but I just remembered that I wanted to tell you. So I had another one today.
Oh.
I had another one today. Where one of my customers was flirting with me.
No.
And yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh, Sarah says not allowed.
I would imagine she would say not allowed.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
I would imagine she would say no. Absolutely not. So I get on the phone with this guy, and the guy is like, I have no idea what this guy needs. He apparently needs this. I have no idea what that is, and I don't know how to help him. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, this is absolutely something that you could handle. And he was like, well, I really can't because he needs help with this one specific thing. And I begrudgingly was like, fine, okay, I'll take it. And so I accepted the transfer, and the transfer came to me. And the guy introduced another guy and was like, hey, for the purpose of this story, we're gonna name him Croton. We're gonna name him Croton. So Croton.
Dork.
So I was like, hey there, Croton, how are you doing today? My name is Rani, and this is the place at which I work. And he was like, oh, hi there, Rani. And I went, oh no.
Oh no. It's begun.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And so I go, okay, it's great to meet you, sir. I'd like to take a few minutes just to take care of some verification, if that's okay. And he was like, oh, absolutely. And I went,
No.
okay, all right.
Oh no. Oh
Stop it.
no.
I'm like, okay, so can you please say your legal first and last name? He goes, well, you can have mine, and I'm like,
Uh,
oh.
Oh,
Alone.
no.
not
I was like,
that lonely.
no. I was
It
like, oh god. I was like, that is a great joke, sir. Ha ha ha. Well, Croton, what is your legal first and last name? And he tells me his legal first and last name. And I'm like, great. What is the last four of your social security number or SIN? He gives me that. I was like, your date of birth. He gives me that. And I was like, okay, great. How can I help you today? And he was like, well, I need, to do this specific thing that I'm not allowed to legally say, and this specific thing that I'm legally not allowed to say. So I'm like, okay, that's great. We could totally take care of that. I was like, in order for me to kind of, gain a better understanding of what it is that you're looking at, I'd love to do a screen share if that's okay. So, and just to kind of give you a little forewarning, I'm not going to be able to do anything on your computer. All I'm able to do is kind of point and kind of help guide and direct you to, where we can go about best next steps in order to resolve said problems that I'm legally not allowed to say. So he says, yeah, Rani, we can totally do that. Are we gonna Netflix and chill?
Oh, was this an
Yeah.
older? Was this an older person by chance?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
This gets better and better.
It sounds like
When you say older, do you mean like older than you or like old?
I mean,
much my
like
father.
the age of somewhere in between like my mom age and my dad age.
Let's go.
It sounds like playful flirting my dad does every time he goes into an establishment.
So I was like, oh man. So keep in mind, like I at this point have already reached out to my tier 2, and I was like, hey, he's getting like these specific issues that like I'm legally not allowed to say online, as far as is this something that we could do, this, that, and the other, and he's working with me. And so I'm telling him at the same time, I'm telling my tier 2 like everything that this guy is saying. I was like, he's being kind of creepy, and he was like, no. He was like, okay, well, if make sure you're remaining professional at all times, and if you start getting uncomfortable, or if he starts kind of crossing the line, please let me know, and I'll walk you through how to take care of that. And I was like, okay, great, thank you, I really appreciate that. And so it got to the point, right? It got to the point, right? Right now we're at the Netflix and chill part, and I messaged him, and I was like, he just asked if we could Netflix and chill. And he starts laughing so hardcore. Like, all I see in our little chat is nothing but laughing emotes. And he straight up was like, he did not say that. And I was like, no, we really said that. And I was like, you can, of course, listen to the tape, of course, to listen. And the fact that he said that. And so he was like, oh man, that's hilarious. So we're continuing on with the call. I'm trying my best to help him. I end up finding out that he's very visually impaired. And I'm like, okay, this is going to make this like 10 times harder, because now I have to verbally say on the screen where it is I need him to go in order to take care of said problems I'm legally not allowed to say. So I'm like, okay, what, we could do this. This is fine, whatever. And at some point, I was, not that I let him know, but I was getting a little frustrated, not because of him, but because I needed him to get someplace that he wasn't just getting to, and I really needed him to go there. So I said again, tier 2, what it is that I could do, to kind of help him, or if there is something that maybe I could physically do to make this process a little easier for him, because I want to make this, even though he's made about the Netflix comment, yeah, wow. I said to my tier 2, I was like, is there anything that I can do to kind of make this process a little easier, so that way it's a little easier on him, because being visually impaired, I know this has got to be really difficult and at least frustrating on his part, right? And my tier 2 was like, no, he really has to like go through this himself. Like, yes, we can do it, but we have to go through these processes in order to, kind of see why our butts in the end. And I was like, okay, I understand. He goes, look, after like, 40 minutes, if he's still not able to do it himself, then we can do it for him. but he has to do that because we could get in a lot of trouble if we don't do it this way. And I was like, I get it, I understand, that's fine. So I was like, and I'm sitting there trying, and we're starting to make headway with it, and I'm like, yes, we're starting to do it. And he's like, you got to remember, little lady, I might have a hard time seeing, but I definitely don't have a hard time feeling. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, no, like, stop. I was like, oh, okay, great, hard, that, that's great, I'm do you have, like, Braille that you use, or, I have neighbors that are visually impaired as well, and they, read a lot of books with Braille, things like that. And he's like, no, I don't use Braille. I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. And then some other things happen that I'm legally not allowed to say. So we get to a part where, like, and I don't remember exactly what he said at this point, because I get told Croton about it earlier, and I don't remember exactly what he said. But he was like, hold on a second. No, wait, he asked me out of, that's right, I remember now, hold on. So he eventually was like, hey, where are you located? And I was like, oh, great, this is great. I can kind of get him off this track. Hi there, Kevin. Welcome in. You're listening to a really funny story.
Little does Rani know.
Little does Rani know. I was like, yeah, I'm located in Florida. That's where I'm currently located. Oh, yeah, where about? And I'm like, oh, like the centralized location of Florida. And he's like, oh, well, I'm in Texas. And I'm like, okay, that's great. He goes, everything is
I'm kind of upset.
He's like, what they say about Texans, right? And I was like, oh, I'm sure I'm told it's a very lovely state. And he's like, yeah. He goes, but so Florida is really nice, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, Florida's really nice, but I'm kind of sick of it myself. I'd love to move out to somewhere a little cooler and a little colder, and things like that. And he's like, well, how about I come visit you in Florida? And I'm sitting there like, no, no. But, like, right when I went to go, like, message the tier 2, like, he just asked me out on a date. And, by the way, Kevin, this is a customer that I had on the phone today.
Just a heads up.
Just a heads up, yeah, this is a customer I had on the phone today. So I messaged my tier 2, and I was like, hey, tier 2, like, this, this is what he said. What do I do about it? And my tier 2 is like, well, he goes, we might have to take next steps because, we have to remain professional, and it's not okay. It's considered harassment at that point, and, and I don't want you to be put in any kind of uncomfortable position. And I was like, thank you. But right when I went to kind of go do that kind of thing, he was like, hold on a second, I'm gonna put you on hold. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Come to find out, the person he was on the phone with, and sit there, keep in mind, like, he is flirting with me. He has now officially asked me out on a date. Like, he is apparently wanting to come see me. And I'm like, no. So he goes and he comes back and he's like, I'm sorry, that was the mother of my child on the phone. And I'm sitting there like, you're doing this while you have you. I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's fine. I was like, how is she doing? What are you guys up to? Like, are you planning on meeting her, out somewhere? Things like that. Trying to keep this like in a good. And he goes, yeah, she just had a baby. And I'm like, that's like in my head, I'm like, that's way worse. I was like, no, there's no way this could get worse, right? No, it does. I promise it does, but let me get there. So he says there, he's like, I was like, oh, did she do well with the pregnancy? Like, how was her birthing experience? Like, is her and baby healthy? He goes, yeah, she had the baby and then ran out on me. And I'm like, I wonder why. I didn't say that, mind you. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. Like, you probably didn't deserve that. I'm so sorry that that you're having to go through that. And he was like, yeah, do you have any kids running around? I was like, yeah, I have 3 kids. He goes, 3? And I went, 3. I have 3 kids myself. He goes, with the same guy? And I went, yeah, I did. He's my husband. He goes, husband? And I went, yeah, I'm married. I'm married. Happily married. I'm married. And he was like, man, you were playing with me hard. And I'm sitting there like, playing with you what? I've been professional this whole time. And he's like, I thought we had something special there. And I'm like, special how? We've been on the phone for an hour.
Oh, I
Like,
forgot to put the anti-barrier on my arms. I got the wrong mod on.
It's
oh,
not
that's
your
terrible, Crow.
turn! Fuck you!
So I'm like,
I
oh my god, and I'm sitting here like, keep in mind that like tier 2 is knowing like everything that I'm saying, everything the guy is saying. Like they too can pick up the phone and listen in on the conversation while I'm in the middle of. He was like, how are you gonna let your future baby daddy down like that? And I'm sitting there like, dude. I was like, dude, it's not okay. I was like, no, I'm married. He was like, man, you let him down so hard. He was like, how could you do that to the guy? And I'm like, what did we expect me to do? Just like dump my entire relationship and get with older guy who I've only had one conversation with on the phone?
Yeah, like what did he expect? It's not like he could see you, right?
No, they can't see me.
Like all you said was, "Hi, I'm Rani," and he was like, "Hey."
To be fair, Randy is equipped with a rather good customer service voice.
I am.
But
I do. I
I
have a very good customer service voice. I am apparently one of the leading on my team. I'm apparently one of the leading people with good surveys at this point. I still get screamed at though by grown men, but that's not the point.
Yeah, that's.
Grown men are dumb. Sorry, guys.
Grown men are babies.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's facts.
Nah, that is absolute truth right there. And
Oh
Hey,
my god!
speaking of a whole lot of fuck you on somebody, how'd that go, Rix?
Oh my, that was painful.
That sounded
Oh.
painful.
But I came back with a rainbow.
Alright, I don't think anybody's gonna come to this world boss, which is totally fine. But I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what do I do? How do I deal with this? I had the one guy who like very politely asked me out on a date, and when I told him no, that I was married, he was very understanding and at least like kind about the whole, no.
That guy had some couth. There was no couth to this man.
No,
Hey,
no.
It's just a whole lot of fuck you.
No, especially to Croton. But I was like, I was like tier 2, I don't know what to do here. And he was like, don't worry about it. He was like, technically at this point, it's not considered harassment. He goes, yes, it's not really wanted, but it's not considered harassment. He hasn't said like the magic words at this point, like, but you can always still, just try to remain as professional as possible. And if it does cross the line, I can hear. He's like, I can intervene at any point in time, and I can, kind of take over the call at that point. And I was like, okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Didn't know you could do that, but it makes me feel a lot better. He goes, yeah, really, that is only reserved for like upper levels of management, but like, we can in emergency situations. Granted, it has to get to that point in order for us to do that, and I was like,
alive. Good to know.
good job. I cannot get inside of here. So I was like, okay, and so the guy kind of calmed down a little bit after that, the,
Well, thank goodness.
the fact that I told him I was married. I was like, yeah, I've been married. I'm married. I've been married for the last like 7 years. I've been in a relationship for the last 9, and he was just like, that makes me sad. I thought we had something. I'm like, we didn't have anything. There wasn't anything here. I don't know what you want from me. There was nothing here.
We all know what he wanted from you.
I know what he
There's no
wanted
question
from
about
me.
that.
No, there
It
was
made
not.
me, and I wasn't even part of the conversation.
He was like trying to be playful and just like falling flat.
At first I was like, maybe he's just trying to be
Whoa, whoa,
playful.
whoa, 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 what was that?
But like
I'm
I
dead.
don't know. You just
I-
died.
I don't. At the same time, I was like, no, can we just not? Why? Where is it? Oh, right here. I was like, can we just not, please? Can we not? So I don't know at this point what's worse, having 2 grown men screaming at me for 2 hours over an issue that I have no control over whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, and have no power in order to change, or the older guy who was practically like flirting with me in every way, shape, and form. I don't know what's worse, but I think
would
I'd rather
rather
take.
Because of flirting than uncomfy because of anger.
Yeah, I sat there. I was like, I don't know what to do. My team lead was like, hey, you're doing fine, you're doing great, don't worry about it. It unfortunately it's gross, but it happens. And especially about the 2 guys that were screaming at me. She was like, you did everything that you could do to help the situation. It's not your fault that they decided, that the answer that we have to legally give is not good enough for them. And I was like, yeah, it's a thing, and it stinks that it had to be this way, but I mean, I did everything that I could. And by the end of that call, like the 2 guys who was screaming at me decided to calm down and was like, you know what, you're
That
right.
was an option.
Yeah, right. I was like, he was like, you're right. It's not really your fault. He was like, you have done he goes, I understand that, there's only so much that you can physically do, and you did everything that you could physically do to help us. And he goes, now at this point, it's on them. And he was like, but I would like a copy of this recording. And I'm like, okay. I don't have the power to give you that. And my tier 2 that I was talking to at the time, because of course I had to get tier 2 involved with, because they said the magical words that caught tier 2's attention that went, huh? Okay. And I'm sitting there like, oh boy, why does all of my calls have to involve tier 2s in them?
Yes.
Oh no!
At least you don't get fucked over by your coworkers.
That was
like
a
I
heavy.
did today.
You're not going to die. I won't allow it.
So, you know how I said the high was negative
I can
20
mend more
today?
than a scrape.
Yeah.
See. Just
They sent everybody that could drive a vehicle on the flight line home early. And then right
I
after
told you.
they're
Oh.
just like,
you're still bleeding.
oh,
Just a little more.
yeah, so you know that jet
can save you.
that's completely
I will
impounded
save
and
you.
cannot fly? Yeah, we need to set it up for an inspection. Oh,
We'll
I got sniped.
take care of them.
For an inspection. We need you to do a full inspection,
I
including
promise.
tires and all that stuff,
Keep your eyes
on this
open.
jet that's all the way across the flight line. So, oh, okay, yeah, I'll make my way over there.
Bravura!
It's fine.
Full inspection of the jet that is not flyable.
That's impounded, yes.
Bravura.
And
Oh, she's
I'm like,
crying.
okay, that's not too bad, and I'll get that done real quick. And then all of a sudden, I come back from doing that, walking across the flight line in negative 20 with just a fleece jacket on, fired rifle, fucking vandal that's covered by death vandals. I come back from doing that. So I had to walk across the flight line like 7 times today, and I was super pissed off. And I got told about it.
Oh.
Your wife signed a contract, Gilan.
No, stop
She
shooting
did
me.
not complete it.
She died.
So I come back,
And now
on
the
my
crystals
6th
she
trip
was to
across
procure
the flight
for me
line,
have been acquired by
and
my rival.
it's
I've lost the mother of
Still
my children.
stupid cold outside.
Your failings are not my
And
problem.
I don't have enough money to pay you back.
eventually,
Then we will sell
come
your
back.
house.
I'm
We
waiting
can't do
for
that.
them to
Master, please.
tell me,
My
hey, I need you
children
to do some more
May
bullshit.
purchase their own dwelling with their
Oh,
own
Oh
money.
no, I'm gonna die.
He's only just
Oh
turned
my
8.
God.
And Mills.
I'm just dying to
You
everything.
would offer
Anyway,
an alternative.
Paper mache.
I come back.
What can
I come back, and I'm sitting in the
I
break room, and they're
understand
like,
you have some
hey,
aptitude
I need
for
someone to go back
magic.
across the flight line again
You will serve
to
me.
weather shelter such and such,
Will
and
remain in your
open the
home
canopy and push
so
the
long as
streamer
you
back
do not
inside the
violate
canopy.
our contract.
Well, okay, which
But
weather
who will raise
shelter?
them?
Oh
When
yeah,
will
the
we
one I
see
was
them?
just next
You
to.
will see them when
Sweet.
I don't need you.
Awesome.
Come
Thanks.
Would you
on.
rather see them
Getting
instead?
ridiculous.
No, of course not.
I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. I'm
Thank
just
you,
also
Master
Yeah,
Dragon.
no,
fucking.
I know the feeling.
will
Are they
serve
dead now?
You sign your
Everything dead.
contract today.
Cool. Anyway,
Wow,
so
that's
I walked
trash.
back across, and I had to get all the tools for it, and so I'm sitting there grumbling, complaining, as military people do.
Help someone in need.
And they're just like, which jet was it? It was one of the staff sergeants. He's like, which jet was it? I was like, yeah, this jet. Where's that located? Oh, that weather shelter? Okay. And he just
Were
disappears.
you able to
I'm
recover my
grumbling,
memories?
complaining, you know,
It's
the
important
usual.
they understand.
Because I'm kind of pissed off.
No,
Understandably
no,
so.
no, thank you.
Because
You've
it's
recovered
negative
everything
20
I
and
need to explain.
all the staffs are
Well,
just sitting in
To
the
talk with my
office.
children.
That's what you're gonna
I'm
be.
not sure my heart.
Yeah,
can
that's
ask
what
my
I'm excited
children to
for.
Come visit me.
Does that mean
Um,
I feel like I can
Lay it off.
finally
and
leave them with the answers I've
lower.
never been
I
able
just
to provide.
I was the only one available. And they're
And
all just doing
Maria,
their
we need to talk about her
EPRs,
mother.
their performance reports.
As for Mills,
Oh, yeah, because
And-
the poop
Yeah,
runs
because
up.
that
It's
runs
about the
priority over
estate,
the active
his
jets that
inheritance.
we're working on. So that makes total
Maria
sense.
works at the stables.
Anyway,
She's always been good with
my
grammar,
logic aside,
something she inherited.
I come
from her
back and they're
mother.
like, "Hey, so
Mills will likely be fishing
you
on
know
the
how you were
canal for
talking about
dinner.
that one jet with the
always
streamer
kept them
sticking
both
out?
fed.
If that person was in front of you,
I'm
what
so
would you
proud
say to
of
them
both
right
of
now?"
I
I'm
wish they
like,
understood.
"Well, they're fucking idiot." And I knew they were baiting me for some reason or another, and I'm like, I think they're fucking stupid. And he goes, "Well, that was me. It was the same staff sergeant that asked me which jet it was."
Oh.
And I was like, respectfully, sir, you're a fucking moron.
Return to bother me again.
He's just like,
I have
yeah,
nothing to
I would
say
have
to
said
that
the same
man.
thing. Oh,
What
fuck, you
is
got
it
it,
about?
didn't you?
I don't want to
Oh, yeah.
talk
I did.
about
Yeah,
my
I can drop
father
it
that
if you
can't
want.
Understand.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
no,
too late.
please don't do that.
I'm gonna
I don't
die
want
anyways.
his money
We
any
are
more than I want his
far
apologies.
past. Please drop it.
Does that man really think he can buy me off after ignoring me my entire life? Leave me alone. If father needs someone to listen to his excuses, ask Neria to do it.
We are now into I
Just
dunk it and
don't
hope
give
I
up,
don't
do
die
it.
territory.
Fine.
There you go.
I'll
You
endure
dunked it,
another few
and you
moments
didn't
with my
die.
absentee father.
I
That
know.
was weird. I was like, I
Shall we
was,
set
I
aside
was,
the fish
I
I've
was
caught
walking
today
at
first?
a crawl.
Oh, I just straight up domed that guy. Oh, I don't have super. That's awkward.
That is awkward. Oh, speaking of military people, so I did talk to a guy who apparently served in some capacity that I can't say in the military forces for, I think he said, for 30 years, right? So, of course, I took the time to thank him for his service and all the good stuff. And I told him about you.
Father hasn't been in
About you,
unexpected
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. I can tell you this, he was not in the Air Force.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Because he had nothing nice to say about you guys.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
we do, like, admittedly, we do get the best when it comes to deployments.
Sounds like a Marine.
Yeah. But we had to stay in Marine base one time. That fucking sucked.
My mother?
The Marines,
Father
they
really
get in
mentions
more
her.
trouble. So
I can
they,
tell
they're
how
like,
painful it
most
is
of
for
their
them to
shit that
recall
they
her,
complain
even after all
about
these
is
years.
definitely
I
valid.
was young when she passed, but my memories are pleasant.
And it's all
Did he say what this is
self-inflicted
about?
too, so it's not like
What did he have
Kevin
in
says
mind?
Air Force does get the best toys.
I'm not disagreeing.
How odd. Father always was dabbling.
They have valid
Speaking of
complaints,
army, speaking of army, what?
For little else.
Speaking of army, what,
Mother
Kevin?
Take care of us.
Uh
Still,
oh.
I'd
Fighting
better check
words.
up on him. I imagine Mills wants nothing to do with this.
Yes,
Marines
Kevin
are-
is from the
I'm sure
army.
he joined
Yes,
us.
Kevin is from the army. Not the Marines, from the army.
I have nothing to say about the army. I can't say anything bad or good about it. It sucks. That's all I gotta say.
No one persuades
It's like I
Mills to
feel
do
bad
it.
for them. They get the shittiest.
I'm quite impressed.
Oh no, guys, come on, this isn't it. This is not
Guess I
it,
should go
guys.
home straight away.
It makes
Oh,
me want to
no.
like walk out there just to go see Crowin on the other TV just to see what's
Oh
going
my
on.
goodness.
Phoenix dropped on my head and physics me into the wall so hard that I died.
You physics me into the floor.
Well
Let's go
then,
in biz. Fine.
This is
Well
fine.
then.
Everything is fine.
everything's fine. It's all good. It's Gooch. It's fine.
Everything's
We
on
can do
fire.
this.
Everything is fine.
Everything's on fire.
This
Everything
guy
is
is on
burning.
fire. That guy is on fire.
The hard R on that.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Saying,
Mills. He's still
I
your
forgot to
father.
grab hard light for this run. So
You
Odd way of
bitch.
killing.
I am running Polaris Lands.
Yeah,
okay.
What is it?
So it is significantly better than if you didn't have something that did fire damage.
Father? Father!
I'm just enjoying having infinite
Oh.
ammo in my clip, shooting this boss.
I suppose you were with Mother
Couldn't
at
resist
last.
disappointing me one last time.
Wow,
riddance.
he is so mad.
Who is mad?
Oh, the character.
Come sooner.
The dad died.
We all knew this was
Oh
coming.
no.
That doesn't make it any easier to bear. My father was a good man, even if Mills never got to see it. Why was he so obsessed with
If
that
they're gonna
stone?
revamp exotics,
He
having
said he had
like
to store his memories inside
the
it,
Polaris Lands do scorch damage would be
and
fantastic.
almost afraid to do so.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense that it doesn't.
What couldn't he just say
Yeah.
to us this time? Still, these were
Just
his
like
last
Trinity
wishes.
Gold should.
Thank you
Jolt.
for making that possible.
And Sunshot should do scorch,
A
or at least
ghost?
make sunspots.
And Graviton should make enemies volatile.
Mills,
I think it already does that. I think
so
they did
regret
do that.
not being that as you grew up.
Crow,
That was-
I'll never tell you as
ignited.
why my life was not my own.
That was weird. I went to go jump, and my character was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do any of that," and then just exploded.
I'll be able to share the truth with you, to share everything with you. Thanks to the
Shit.
efforts of this
Alright,
kind
well,
traveler,
okay.
I have archived
Oh,
my memories on
that's-
this stone.
Not
Oh, that's
ideal.
what it was.
Oh,
It must have
shit.
been the freaking.
You will find it in your hearts to forgive me, and find the father and
Okay,
mother
this is more ideal.
you never had.
We're pretty sure it was Rani who made the sound earlier, but it's not confirmed.
Oh, it definitely wasn't me, because I was fucking muted.
It wasn't me. I was playing on
You've
Instagram.
both made me so
Uh-huh.
proud.
Father,
Why?
I still think
Why
it's
couldn't
Rani.
you just fade
But,
away like you always do?
What proof do you have
Why
of
couldn't you
this?
just let me forget you?
None. Zero.
this is not
It's
just
just a
about him,
suspicion.
Mills, or you. It's about all of us. Our
'Cause Groton was
family,
talking at the
together
moment.
last.
And I was talking back to him, so it wasn't one of us.
Wasn't
And
me.
Phoenix was on the phone with Momo.
Well, how do you know
Well,
that
It
Phoenix
was
is
literally
not the
someone
one?
going, "Boop."
He was literally muted the whole time.
He could have unmuted just
No,
to do it, and
I
then
never
muted himself
unmuted.
back.
I wasn't.
He
I
wouldn't
didn't
risk the
have-
Momo path.
My mic wasn't working.
I don't know. That sounds pretty sus to me.
I'm sorry, Rhodes. I can't come out in the middle to get you, or I will die.
Yeah, that was straight.
I
facts.
died in a very aggressive way. I get it.
You lived by the Titan.
And died by it.
Live and die by the Titan. Titan goes rar.
Titan goes, punch!
Titan goes rar. I need my crayons.
Oh, he explodes.
Speaking
I
of,
got another
so Crowin,
exotic. I just got two
Heck yeah.
exotics back to back.
Crowin let me watch the very first part of the new like part of it,
The new
and
part
I've
of what?
The new thing that they released today.
What?
Oh,
You
yeah,
didn't get the cutscene?
the cutscene
Oh yeah.
for season
Yeah.
19. That's all gonna be about trials and PvP.
I
Cool.
started screaming with happiness. So for
It's
all of you
obviously
who,
on purpose this time.
I bet it was. I bet it was. So for
Oh,
all of you
92 to 91.
who was not able to see it because I'd have to basically play the video for you guys. So it has always been like very early on. It was very speculated that like Osiris and Saint 14 were in a relationship and they were together.
Yes.
Which is why Osiris went through everything that he went through in order to go back in time in order to save Saint 14 from death essentially and bring him essentially what happened. Very very like
barrier mod real quick.
dumbing it down at that point. So long story short, because Osiris went through that process, and through tidbits of lore that you can find and read within Destiny, a lot of people were like, is Saint 14 and Osiris like a thing? Like, were they together? And it was like a whole huge speculation. And then at some point, they confirmed that yes, they were actually together. Which made like the entire fan base happy with some minor people that we won't talk about.
The shippers
yeah.
were happy.
We were all so happy because Saint 14 is an exo and Osiris is a human, and they're both male. So it was like amazing to see that and to witness. And then so this next part of it, they had an entire scene where Osiris essentially spoilers where Osiris ends up waking up and essentially the first thing that he tells Saint is Saint, my love, and then kiss, and I'm like, oh! Rani heart went. So that's what ended up happening. Rani heart was all aflutter. I could show them actually, can't I, Crowden? I could technically show them. I'd have to go into the thing, wouldn't I?
Leave me, Outlander.
You'd have to be on my account.
Oh, and that would kick you out, wouldn't it?
Warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence.
No, I mean, oh yeah, off the PlayStation it would, yeah.
Probably a Morag tongue.
I wonder if
I can upload it to my Twitter.
She doesn't know.
You would have to log
We set a trap
months.
inside the ruins.
Hmm?
Oh.
I said she would have to log into Destiny for the first time in months.
Yeah.
I would have to log in, even though after I deleted it.
You deleted Destiny?
Woman, get
That's
inside the ruins and stop her!
Oh, cheaters are evolving once again in Destiny. ZK posted a video.
Maybe.
Wait, you maybe deleted Destiny?
Maybe.
You did not.
Maybe.
What did it do to you?
I had no room.
Wow.
Do I have it? It's not. Yeah. So okay. So I can't show them.
Hold on.
I tried.
I got this.
I tried.
Can you
No.
share a link?
I didn't have the ability to. I didn't have it. I'm sorry. I only have 500 megabytes. I only have 500 megabytes on the PlayStation. Something had to be deleted in order for ESO to update.
Could be anything else.
Yes. ESO, that's important.
It's literally the game I'm playing right now. You just have to give it a try, Phoenix. The PvP is good.
I've already played ESO. I wasn't a huge fan.
You need to play it with better eyes.
I'm just saying, I just wasn't a huge fan.
My lady just said you don't have eyes.
I don't. I'm wearing an assassin
Oh my
I
god.
got some Chesters, some Frosties.
I'm just kidding. You're allowed to have your wrong opinion. I'm sorry.
No, don't backtrack now. You gotta double
Oh
down.
yeah, you jumped off the deep end.
Yeah.
Let the assassin come.
You've already jumped off the deep end, Randy. You can't back out now.
I said you can have your wrong opinion.
Oh no, Randy. You can't say that now.
Why?
Your opinion is invalid.
Why is my opinion invalid?
Because apparently mine's invalid, so yours has to be invalid.
I didn't say yours was invalid. I just said it was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're not going to expect to find in a place like
I love you, Phoenix. I love you.
Wants to know that Mrs. Riggs has your back so hard.
You're walking into a
Yes!
dangerous place, hero. You must be here.
Thank you,
for a
Mrs.
reason.
Riggs.
No, she was talking about me.
No, I said sucks to sucks, Phoenix.
Oh my god, you fucking
Alright.
killed
Alright, I'll just go play with Momo. Because Rick's gonna get off as soon as Momo gets on.
him. Oh my god.
We still love you, Phoenix.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
Time for questions.
Yeah.
I have a
For
writ
your
to complete.
promotion.
So
I
proud.
can't keep these evil
Yes, we are
cultists
proud of
waiting.
you for your
Wanna
promotion.
talk?
Oh
Maybe
my
after I
god.
finish this job.
Rhodes, you were dying over there. Are you okay?
Oh man, I'm so good.
Dude, this
Oh.
stream.
My sassy wife, she kills me. So, Phoenix, did you see the new clubhouse?
I tried to get to it and I wasn't able to.
You have to have the quickness buff.
Yeah, I figured.
Come out, little
Quickness
assassin.
buff?
Or is the Morag tongue too scared to meet the
Yeah,
power
the-
of
Oh,
Smash?
it's something. No, don't tell her. It's something Destiny players get.
Yeah. She won't know.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, she doesn't get. She's not fucking.
I get a new mount, Rhodes. You know what I get?
Every month.
I get an elk.
Everything's enough.
Do you get an elk, Rhodes?
Yep.
I do, in fact, get an elk.
I get an
You
elk
get-
every time I play as Coco. Everything is an elk.
Everything is an elk.
Everything's an elk.
Croton, are you done at the tower?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually have to need to come to the tower.
Phoenix?
I'm glad you said something though, because I was starting to doze off pretty heavy.
Croton!
Phoenix, are you
Croton,
done?
what? I've been awake for 48 hours straight due to the chaos of children.
Phoenix? Phoenix? Phoenix?
Phoenix?
Phoenix?
Phoenix?
Alright. I'm here.
Are you done at the tower?
Now,
Okay.
mine's the one who said that
Excuse
she's
me,
like,
hero. I
by
have
the
to see
time
a
I
walk.
log in,
have a
everybody
writ.
will log off.
Wait, what's
Like-
Okay, I've got 30 more minutes.
Yay! Rhodes for 30 more minutes.
When is she gonna log on? Maybe we can do some gambit.
I made a mistake.
Oh, man.
A mistake? Well, that explains
I would
it.
like to play with her before
I'll just let the
before I
Talani
pass
know.
out, so I
I'm
don't want her
sure
to feel
Mage
bad.
Maiden will
It's
understand.
not her that's making me want to log off. It's literally
I thought for sure
my
you were going to
eyeballs
kill me.
suck.
I am.
Ever- And she's just like, no, fine. So
I
she's just
hate when my leathers get wet.
because she
And this
hung
is a
up on
new
me while I
outfit,
was on the
too.
call.
Ah well.
Ooh.
I suppose we ought to
With
discuss
her.
what you're doing here.
Yeah.
So
see.
it's my fault. So I asked
If-
her, I'm like, hey, Rix is on.
You're
and
obviously
you're still
not
at
one
work.
of the
Can I
Malachite
play?
cultists, so I
And
have
she
one
just goes,
question. Why
"That's
the tusk are
fine."
you following me, and why
No,
shouldn't
that's
I
not
just kill
actually
you and be
fine.
done with it?
I'm like, well, I'm
Yes,
asking
That was two
you.
questions and an orc
And she's just
And
like, no, it's fine.
It's been a long
No, that's not actually
day.
fine. Don't fall for that.
She
Nope,
starts
never fall
leaving.
for that.
But
Oh,
that's when I was still on
But you
mute.
can just
I
hang
was
around
on mute
me.
for the
You're not
longest
gonna
time,
mind
and I
her.
was just playing the
Faye's
game,
going through a
just
difficult
spending
time
time with
now.
her while she
The
was
last thing
working.
she needs
She
is
was
some
answering
house
phone calls
veteran
and doing her
lackey
stuff,
adding to
and
her
then
pain and confusion.
she just got off work, started driving, and boop, and I'm like, all right, I guess she's done talking to me. She didn't say anything to me.
It's funny. You said
Like,
it's
I know
fine,
it's a
and then it came to mind with
Really?
Morgan Freeman
Is
being
that what
like,
old man
and
Harris
indeed,
told
everything
you?
was not
And did he
fine.
tell you about Faye's brother? About how house
Or
veteran
reels,
exiled
though.
their favorite son?
Anyway,
No?
I messaged her and
I didn't think
she's
so.
not responding.
Faye needs answers, and I promise to help her. So
Okay.
walk away while
But
you
I
still
don't want to
can.
say that to go ahead because
Outsiders?
Her
Is
Is
that
your
if I'm
console.
father
wrong?
really that desperate?
it's completely
Tell
my fault,
Eris that Faye
regardless
is
of
safe,
who's
and you'll see her
actually
soon.
in charge.
But no more outsiders.
It's funny.
My
You said that she
organization
hung
gets
up on you
skittish,
earlier.
return to the
If
shadows
I
and
if
take
I
Faye with them.
hang up on Rani at
We'll only
all,
deal
she
with
just
you.
assumes I'm on my way to the divorce court. She's like, you just hate me so much that
That's
you
exactly
must
how
be
she
leaving me right
feels.
now.
And I'm just like, I didn't do anything wrong.
And it's not
I was
exactly
sitting here
a
waiting
lie.
for you to talk
And
to
I
me.
don't
And you
Okay,
think
never
it's
okay,
talked
hold
to me.
on, Kurt. That's not fair. In my defense, I usually know,
Get him to stop
like, you're
following
messing
through on us
around,
before
that
someone
you're not
gets hurt.
meaning to do
We'll
it,
send word
like,
when we're ready.
you know, and I'm
Mhm.
just being dramatic.
Oh, I know, I know, I know you don't. I know you don't ever think I'm actually gonna divorce you over
That
hanging up,
was
you
poetry
goofball.
in motion.
See, that's the thing
Not
with
only is
Momo.
my
Now,
Like,
you
I
going
organization
into
don't
that
treat her
taco,
like
that
that.
taco
was
restaurant
starting to
again
recover
without
some of
me,
our
that
prestige.
is grounds for divorce.
Specifically,
Yeah,
And you know
that's
what?
grounds
Any,
for
American
admitted
context
that.
any,
interfered
any,
with
any,
House Telvanni,
any
so they had to
singular
adapt with.
judge will agree with me that that is grounds for divorce. I don't care what the law says.
That's
You went to that taco restaurant
debatable.
without me again. That's grounds for divorce. Because
Phoenix,
that's
you said
food.
that you said Momo takes it seriously though.
Yeah, she would take that
Oh, him?
seriously, though.
No one special.
Oh,
Just the leader
Aw.
of this particular band of mad
It
cultists.
makes me
His
sad.
name was on the writ,
I
so
don't
had to
know
end it.
if my wife would
It's what I
divorce
do,
me
after all,
if I went to
and I
Taco
do
Bell
it
without her
so well.
and didn't get her anything. But I would be going back
I
to that
suppose
same
if you're
Taco
in
Bell
for a
within the
sliver,
next
you
30
might as well
minutes.
be in for the long. I'm with
That's-
Morog
that's-
No,
Khan.
no, it's not
What
Taco
you
Bell.
did
It's not
was
Taco Bell.
murder.
Taco Bell is one thing. I'm talking about it's a
No, no.
real,
Had to
authentic,
die.
and like
So,
tacos.
I killed him.
I'm
Now,
just
Like real,
you
relating,
authentic, and
find and get
tacos.
back to Vea.
like in my own personal experience, that would be the equivalent.
When
Gotcha.
you
Gotcha.
That's real
And I
very
have
talkative.
a brother
could be a
too.
lot less and maybe like,
They were good
excuse you.
kids.
Alright,
Like to
I
watch
gotta
I mean,
go.
he.
Mama's not
Now I
happy.
feel responsible for
Oh,
her.
Oh,
bye,
okay.
Phoenix.
When she
See you
came to
later,
me looking
Phoenix.
for
It was
help
fun
and
playing with
asked
you
to
again,
join
man.
Morog
I'm
Khan,
sorry I don't play
I
much
decided to
lately.
refuse.
Life's been a kind of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Y'all have a good night.
Good
Bye,
night, man.
Phoenix.
Life be that way sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
I said
Especially
life.
because like the kids really had him up last night. Like I felt really bad. I apparently slept through the whole thing.
That was her decision,
Yeah.
not mine. Vea's good little maid
Yeah.
and tracks like a
No
It
matter
was
what
her-
I do,
was
I will
fighting
never
with-
get
She's a
divorced
naturalist,
since I'm
and it
single.
gives me a chance to
Kevin,
give
no.
No,
Now I'm her mentor,
Kevin.
and she's my
You can get
apprentice.
married to Croton.
Have it
He's a
any
great
other way.
cook.
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa. Are you hoeing me out for my cooking? It's messed up, man.
I think that's what happened, my guy.
Yeah, she's getting stovetop for the rest of the week. That was weird.
Croton, do you wanna come to the clubhouse with me?
That was poetry in motion. Not only is my
yeah.
organization getting choice assignments again,
Do you know how to
but
do
we're
the floor is
starting to
lava?
recover some of our prestige.
Not a clue. I mean, I do, but it's one of those
Lava.
things that like
Cultists interfered with House
never
Telvanni,
really
so
sticks
they
to my
had to be
head.
dealt
So
with.
Hamburger
you know.
helper. Hamburger helper, Kevin. I'm trying to get you married, and you're sitting here saying I should have hamburger helper?
Dude, Hamburger Helper's legit.
It
No, it's
is that
not.
she likes Hamburger Helper.
Not really.
It's actually not bad.
Croton, you were so close.
How,
It's
you,
in an area.
you
it-
say
it-
that when you have his carne asadas.
The thing
Okay.
that says, don't pick me up, you pick it up.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? I have to respect it. It says don't pick me up. I mean, like, That's a boundary. You know, we respect boundaries in this household.
Aw, I
I'm just
Croton.
fucking with you.
Croton!
Ah, ah, ah! Why am I dead?
So
You
it
didn't
went.
play the Forest Lava great, really good.
That's correct.
Oh,
So
that's right.
Ooh,
That's
that
what
was a
said it
guess
was.
on my end.
So I had to
so when
enter.
you pick up that
It's what I
that
do
item,
after all. and
it
I do
turns
it
you red,
so well.
and the game starts. The floor is lava, so you have to jump on the railing, or you will start dying.
I suppose if you're in
Or
for
something
a
that doesn't
thriller, you
technically
might as
count
well
as
be in for
floor.
the log.
So the railing,
I'm with the
boxes
Morag
work.
Tong, and what you witnessed was a legal murder. According to my writ, the orc
Is this gonna
had to
stress
die.
me getting all the
So,
way
I
across
killed
over
him.
there?
Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back
I
to Vea.
mean,
Vea and I have a
Alrighty.
history.
You don't
But like
translate.
History.
They were good kids.
They were
Like
never.
I'm right behind you,
train.
buddy.
Now I feel responsible for her.
I don't know
When
where
she
your
came to
beacon
me
is. Is
looking
it
for help and
left
asked to
side or
join the
middle?
Morag Tong, who
Ooh,
was I
there's
to
a.
refuse?
Oh, straight ahead of us at that top, that far
That was
left
her
corner over
decision,
there.
not mine. Vea's good with a
Okay,
blade
so
and
I like
tracks
to
like a
go
road ranger.
down
She's
to
a
this
natural in this,
corner,
and it gives me a chance to keep an eye on her.
and
So now
then
I'm her mentor
I'm
and
gonna
she's
risk it
my
for the
apprentice.
biscuit.
I wouldn't
down
have
to the
it any other
girder.
Ah.
way.
Oh no no! There we go. The biscuit is secured.
Yep,
That
and then these
Biscuit.
was
tanks right
poetry in
here.
motion.
Oh, you know
Not
what
only
that
is my
makes me
organization
want?
getting choice assignments
Croton.
again, but we're starting to
Biscuits?
recover some of our prestige.
Biscuit. Please.
Specifically, these Malakath cultists interfered with House Telvanni, so they had to be
Sweet
dealt
quickness.
with.
So now you've got quickness. Now, as long as you don't die, you retain quickness. So we're gonna run down here.
Oh, him. No one special.
I
Oh
was
my
just
goodness! I
rereading
jumped so
that.
high.
Yeah.
Red Lobster biscuit dies of mouth-watering. Ooh, those are good biscuits, Kevin. Those are very good biscuits.
I was thinking about making some homemade biscuits the other day.
Where'd my quickness go? Oh,
I
it's right
find
now.
it hilarious that as far as in our relation, and he's in the wall.
I
He's
thought
in
you
the
said it
wall.
doesn't disappear.
He's in the wall.
Did your quickness go away?
Mm-mm.
Mine went away.
It's in the
Really?
wall. And I have an Ogram in the wall.
Gazoon tight?
Indeed.
Oh man, do you remember the last time we went to Red Lobster? Curtin?
Yeah, we hated it.
Hated it? Are you sure? I remember us
Yeah.
hating it.
Yeah, so we wanted to get all fancy, so you got steak and shrimp, but it tasted like they had fried the steak in the same oil with the shrimp and fish. So it tasted, it didn't even taste like steak, it tasted like horrible shrimpy, fishy meat that was overcooked and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we usually like to go and it's the all you can eat shrimp because we make ourselves sick on it, but yeah, last time we went, we didn't really care for it too much. Also, I learned how to cook salmon and fish really well, plus shrimp, so you stopped asking to go.
I mean, to be fair, I stopped asking for us to go to really any restaurant because you cook better than the restaurant themselves. So
Achievement
that.
unlocked. You are cook.
he is cooked. Okay, he said he cooks fish. I'm down now. Kevin's down now to marry you because you cook fish.
Heck yeah.
Alright, Croton, are you still buffed with quickness?
I sure am, sir.
I do the wed Croton and Kevin. Now you have to cook him salmon.
So I got
I
a.
love my fish dishes. Oh my god. When we were living in a house and he had a grill, he had these like special planks that he put the salmon on and put it on the grill just to cook the salmon. And the salmon itself would be so mouth-watering and just so it was so good. It was so good. I miss. You have to make those for me
Excuse me.
again.
Walk to the right. Walk to the right. And drop down to that box.
Don't we still have those planks actually, Curtin?
We do.
And
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, Rose.
I love it when he cooks me fish. I do. I love it when he cooks me. I really love when he cooks me anything, but fish. Whee! Oh, I was totally going the wrong way. Oops.
Oh, I'm dead.
I was meaning to go this way. Oh, you can see
But
my elk. This is
you
my
still-
elk. Oh, hello. That's my elk.
Oh, but he
That's
doesn't
my
grab
elk.
onto this box, so I still need the quickness.
Yeah, we can't get out unless you teleport out, but you're inside the box now. So you're inside the clubhouse.
Is it tight?
I'm
Well-
not actually. I can't get on top of that.
What?
Yeah, he won't grab onto the ledge of this.
That's an issue. Is that
Oh,
like
no.
Titan inability or is that like Proton inability?
I can jump on top of it.
Are you
My
a
guy, what's
Titan?
your mobility right now?
Huh?
What is your mobility right now?
There we go.
Is your mobility less than 40?
Oh yeah, it's
Probably.
at like 15.
That explains a lot.
That explains a lot.
Oh, this is where all the cool kids go. Oh my goodness, there's more?
Yeah, dude.
Oh boy.
Huge. It is
You
crazy.
sound
huge.
like a kid in a candy shop.
No girls allowed. Oh my goodness. Did you find this today?
Yeah, I just found this.
By accident?
Yeah.
You're my hero.
Look at this beautiful vista.
It's in that. I gotta take a picture of that.
Oh, now I'll get to see the clubhouse. Ha ha ha.
Oh my, nope. You're only gonna see the vista. You're gonna see what you're missing. My goodness, that is gorgeous.
I cannot wait until the sunrise. Oh.
When do you expect me to play Destiny? Like, I barely have time to play any of the other games I'm playing. Don't you
I wish
sigh
that
at
was
me.
Screenshot
You have to embrace the Destiny addiction.
Cronin calling Rhodes his hero. I got married 5 minutes ago and already cheated on. Yeah, that's true, Cronin. You're cheating on Kevin already. You hoe. You hoe. How dare you cheat on me, Kevin?
I wish I could take myself out of this picture. I mean the physical picture I'm taking, not
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, Croton. I'm sorry, Kevin. You know what? How about this? Rhodes is a much better guy. We could get you married to Rhodes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, that's hurtful. But true.
You're
but
cheating on
hurtful.
him. You're cheating on him. You're trying to get out of the picture with Kevin. Like, I'm offended on his behalf.
You wouldn't be cheating with me. I'm a polygamist.
True.
True.
Join that
But Kevin has to agree to that.
Croton, it gets way trippy down here, though.
What was she thinking?
Where are you?
I don't see the
Oh, there you
Morag
are.
tongue is safe,
Okay.
but at
This is
least
what we
she's
got.
still
Oh,
alive,
okay.
so I suppose that's something.
Okay.
When are we going to meet?
Man, the
with
tower
Rani?
really is just being held together by magic.
She won't meet with me.
Magic and strings.
I suppose she's
Magic
not
and
ready for that quite yet.
strings.
As for Vea's brother, that was all the doing of the Redoran
Wonder how
Council.
far you can go.
I'm not allowed to discuss
That's the
details,
question.
but he's still alive.
There are some
If that's what
walls,
Vea's
so be
worried
careful
about.
of, like, turn back zones.
Oh man,
Who's back in town?
it completely
stubborn as
teleported
Vea.
me
Very well.
below
Other
you.
Outsiders.
I
Although
see it.
can't dismiss the
Yeah, so
mercenaries that
I'm
Captain
now
Redoran
like in that
employs.
little corridor right in front
House
of
Redoran is my
801.
life, as
That's
is
amazing.
Vea. I'll do
Yeah, I think
everything in my
somehow like
power
a
to see
dev
her
or something
home
saw,
safely.
because literally like I could not move my character and he just blinked and
As you say,
was like, no.
no other outsiders.
Dude,
But there
these
are
stairs
rules,
go through the
Outlander.
wall. That's so
We must
cool.
do everything within
I'm so
reason to
sad now.
maintain the honor
I can never
You
of
have
the
fun.
House Redoran.
You know the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Boo,
doing all
House
that again.
Veteran.
I'll
Boo.
expect more than just a vote.
House
Boo,
Redoran?
House
Of Vea's
Veteran.
safety.
Why? Why would you boo them? They're not bad people. The Tovani are pretty bad. The
Ooh,
ho-
all
the
dark
house,
elves.
house. Okay, I can get
They
behind that.
enslaved the people of my husband.
Well, so I mean like yes, at one point they did, but see what you're doing though. So right now, House Redoran, they are against slavery. The only people that are for it is the Telvanni, and that's just because they don't give a crap. And then House Drez, where they're the main house that did most of the slavery. So yes, like at one point everyone owned slaves because it was like the normal thing, which was horrible. But like House Drez was the slavers. Like they were the ones that would go to Black Marsh and go to other places and just gather up all the Khajiit and all the Argonians and be like, y'all are slaves. I'm gonna sell y'all over here to House Halalu and stuff. So yes, they were all bad for owning slaves, but House Drez was the worst, and
The worst.
the
The
worst.
worst. The
And typically,
trash.
I would never really wish ill upon anybody, but I hope every time House Drez goes to put on a nice shirt, it's missing one button, and they have to just find something else.
Well, look at that. Now you
fighting
said I'd
words.
find you here, and damn it all if she wasn't right. Did I mention how
I hope
much I hate
every time they
being
stub
messaging?
their toe and
Makes
it's
me
about to
wish I
heal
had a
again,
rib so I
they
could
stub
kill
it again.
something.
Oh
Anyway,
man.
now he wants to talk to you.
That's
Said you'd know what it was
evil,
all about.
Croton. A life of inconveniences.
An absolute life of
This
inconveniences.
should explain everything.
I hope
So,
every time
it's
that they get
a map. We change
that
locations
right
every
as soon as they
day for
almost
security
heal all the
reasons,
way,
just in case it falls into
it
the hands of
recuts
outsider
itself.
or someone else with an axe to
Ooh.
grind with our organization.
See, my problem is I
You
just
never had
dislike
to use a
all
map
dark
before?
elves. Like I know, like dark
I'm
elves as a
sure.
whole, like
This
well,
one at least
there
will
are a
feed
select
one of our
few
safe
good
houses
dark
and
elves in
another
the
map.
world, but as
Your
a
first map?
whole, they're
It
trash,
depicts a particular
and they
town,
enslaved
kind of
the
like
That's
people of my
Repeat,
husband, and I have an
right?
issue with that.
You'll
it's
have to
pretty
figure it out on your own.
racist there, Rani.
I mean, they enslaved an entire people.
Yeah,
What
I'm
I
Jeez.
Look, I know you're helping
They
Captain
did.
I
They
really
enslaved an
love-
entire people. Like it's not bad of me to say that I dislike almost every single dark elf I come across.
We're already having
And they don't see an
Bethesda?
issue with the fact that they enslaved a whole group of people just because they're not dark elves.
let me tell you about this place called England.
Bethesda did a really good job of villainizing every race. Really, every race is horrible. All
Oh yeah,
of
they
them
are.
have some.
Okay, no, no, no,
horrible-
no, no. You know what? No, I take that back. I take that back. Not every single one, because what did the Argonian people did to anyone? Tell me that. What did the Argonian people do to anyone? When
Oh,
when
well, sorry.
They might be the more chill of them. Really, I can't think of many bad things. I don't think I've actually read anything.
exactly,
Argonians-
exactly. All the
Yo.
Argonian people wanted to be, all the Argonian people wanted is to be left alone, so that they can worship their history and raise their babies and turn the opposite sex when they have relations.
Yes, Rhodes.
I found an investigate.
Oh my goodness, I have to go get it now. I will be right back. I'm so excited.
It can be a real pain in the arse.
Yeah,
but a
they're all
favor
pretty
given
horrible.
And then what about
That-
the Khajiit people? What about the Khajiit people? Yes, they have stolen
They
from people, but you know what? Did they have? They were forced to steal because
They
every
are the
other.
number one reason for meth, for basically meth and cocaine in all of Tamriel. The number one reason for all of the hardcore illegal drugs and trafficking.
I mean, Kevin said the same thing. Oh, they just steal, sell stuff, and skooma. Like that's it. Like that's all they do. Like they don't want to be messed with. They don't want to be. They just want to be left alone. Like leave, if they want to do their skooma, let them do their skooma. Like who are we to tell them what they need to do with their own self? Like this, they want to, you know, do skooma. That's on them. Like then they wouldn't have to steal if like all of the other races didn't sit there and villainize them for the fact that they have fur on their bodies.
Okay.
Moon sugar.
Moon sugar. Because it makes their stomachs bleed. LOL. How about no, don't do that. I mean, if they want to do it, why not let them? That's what they want to do. If they want to make their stomachs bleed, that's what they want to do. That's, you know, you should let them do that because that's what they want to do. Like, leave them alone. Instead, you have people enslaving them too because they have
Goodness.
fur.
Gordon, I found more lore.
Well,
More
look at
lore?
you. You're a
Destiny
practical
lore.
Genius.
Destiny.
Nice. What'd you
Nigel
find?
seems to trust you,
Well,
so I
I'm-
suppose
that'd be
I have to
telling.
trust you too. But that's a powerful secret you've been given.
I'll
Betray
show
us,
you
and you'll find my blade
where
on
I
your
found the
back.
lore. Then you have to come get it.
Unless Nayu kills you first.
Yeah, this
The Morlock
floor's
Tower
lava
has the
part is
No, that's
a
it.
lot more tricky than the other side.
I gotta go this way. I can't jump!
That sounds like a personal problem.
It's because I have to look at a map, and the map is the X button, and I need to be able to jump with the X button, and I can't do that because, again, X button. X button. I want to jump, but I can't jump because it's just gonna open up this map. Ah! Fine. I also think it's hilarious how, like, Khajiit are afraid of dogs. Did you know that? They're afraid of dogs.
I did not.
Sweet. On my way.
They're afraid of dogs, and I always feel bad that they're.
So
They have,
everyone-
they. And it, you know, it kind of like throws me off a little bit, because, like, why do they have, why are they're cat people, but they're not dog people?
Maybe we just haven't met the dog people yet.
No, I'm pretty
Because
sure we'd find them.
Khajiit are elves or a breed of type of elf that are affected by Azura through the powers of Joan and Jode, the two moons.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Frozen. They are cat makes sense. Yeah.
Ooh, investigate.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here. Don't be so eager, my darling.
Anything?
It reveals too much about your ultimate
Nothing?
intentions. But yes,
I just
Leia would
investigated
very
that for no
much
reason,
like to
but
meet
what
with
is...
you.
What
There's
is
an
Really?
escape point on this
And your
radio
connection
tower
to
thing
her
here.
father could prove beneficial once she
Hmm.
knows she can trust you.
Now, okay, so let me ask you this, Croton. Who would you say is
Interesting.
the best person in ESO? Like, as far as moral compass, things that they did in the world, and what they were able to
here?
accomplish.
This little radio tower.
Uh-oh. I fell.
Do you have any idea?
Radio and records.
Mm,
House officials keep track of everything.
no, I cannot think of anything.
Incidents,
Because
commendations, births, and
everyone
deaths.
is kind of
Whether
all...
important or mundane,
He
they
was
detail it all
kind of
within the
bad.
registry.
It's so much
Leia believes the
bad.
registry contains
Because, see,
information about her
the-
brother Ulron.
Everyone's moral compass, it depends on who they are in the sense of they all kind of just make pretty brash decisions based off of their current situation. So you have to imagine every era
Don't
is
sound
filled
so
with
afraid.
chaos and
You have to
strife
know
in the
your
world
hands
trying
were
to
going
tear
to
stuff
get
apart.
dirty eventually.
So it's
You
people
are dealing with
making horrible
assassins and
decisions for their
politicians,
people
after all.
that
The local keeper
is
of
good
the
for
records,
them, but
Lord
also
Bromwell,
horrible
is
for a bunch of
away,
other people.
so
So
security
like
is
you had
tangled
the
and
needs in the first era, and they were so tired of being enslaved and tortured by the high elves that they prayed to who was it they prayed to? I believe it was Akatosh. It was somebody, one of the 8 divines, and they said, "Hey, we really need help.
9
We're tired
divines.
of this." So there was only 8 in the first era.
9.
So, the gods sent Peladil Whitestrake, and he was literally like he was a blessing for the needs for the humans because he murdered every single if it had pointed ears for whatever reason he just killed them, just brutally massacred them. Did not matter women, children. It was horrible. So it's one of those things where everything is in such a weird gray area because everyone does great things for certain reasons. So to certain people, they might be amazing, while to others, not so much. So it's kind of hard to really say who might be one of the best people that there is, you know. Because everyone's a villain to somebody in that game, you know.
Croton just got all deep on me.
You did.
I get into
But
it, guys. I'm sorry.
in the same vein, everybody is also a hero.
That is true. That is true. Did you know? It's funny. I came across a theory a while ago because I'm also real big into the Souls series, right? And it made me chuckle because somebody put into perspective that the main character in Dark Souls is really just a bad guy in the sense of like you've got this kingdom and everyone's trying to just vibe and kind of do their own thing, right? You know, link the fires, and your character comes along and just starts killing everybody, causing complete chaos, knocking everything out of order, and he's just coming through like, I don't agree with it. You will all die right now. And
Makes
he
sense.
does just that. Just goes off killing everybody, and they're like, "Hey, could you stop? Like, we're trying to keep our existence and our way of life here." He's like, "No, no, we're not doing any of that."
Wow.
You going to bed, my friend? I saw you logged off.
Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah, it's about
You
about
did
that
say
time for me
11.
too. He did. That was a whole lot of fun. Now I'm gonna be using quickness all the time because there's so many. Hmm.
To try to find new places.
Yeah, I'm so excited for
It's
it.
so fun.
Oops.
Oh, you remember that one place that when you go all the way to the bottom, that platform in the very back of the hangar,
Yep.
and climb on a bunch of stuff to get up there? I wonder if there's more things back there you could use
I bet you
quickness
there is.
for. Hey, could you not preen your claws on the couch, please, little dude? Thank you.
Oh yeah, is that Asher doing that?
Yeah. Yeah, he enjoys
Good
it.
night, Asher.
Good night,
Good night,
bro.
Meow. Meow.
Good night, Rani.
Good night, Rose. Good night,
Good
Mrs.
night,
Good night,
Rhodes.
guys.
See, at least Rhodes is nice. He says goodbye to Kevin. Oh, by the way, Croton, by the way, Kevin said that the person with the best moral compass is the chicken in the nearby town.
Yeah. Yeah, that I could see that. I completely get that. It would explain why it is such a hefty a crime punishable by death if you do anything to that chicken. They're like, this is the best boy in the entire series. Don't mess with this best boy right here,
He's an exemplary
or
officer
you'll
and a
die.
good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor.
Exactly. That's
Why
why
in
Kevin said
Oblivion would
exactly.
House Redrin banish one of their brightest stars. I can see that.
Goodness.
There has to
All
be
right,
more
I
to the
got the
story.
auto
I'm
rifle,
not
an
sure
auto
how we
rifle
get
I
it.
was looking for.
Still,
Oh,
you
good.
proved you could be trusted, and you
Yeah, I'm
admirably
gonna go
performed this
shoot
task.
it,
So
and
I
then
suppose I should let you
probably
meet
come in
Nevaeh
there and
now.
go to sleep.
Okay.
There's an abandoned cave along the coast.
Do, do,
It's in
do,
the swamp
do.
and
What
smells
you
like
playing?
rot, which makes it the perfect
Yes,
place to hide.
Ooh.
But apparently being a
She's
thing still
bored.
gets you out of
I
murder,
know
though.
she's been sneaking out.
What Kevin said.
You'll find her in the cave or
He said
just
what? I'm sorry.
outside.
Being a Thane still gets you out of murder.
That is true.
Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is.
Ooh, I'm her hero.
It's funny though. So you know how I brought up Peladil White Straight?
Uh-huh.
Well, it was Peladil, yeah. Because there's no Pelinal. Pelinal. There's a character in ESO named Peladil, and then this dude's name is Pelinal White Straight. But people like to say that he's like the Terminator of the series because they people think that he's from the future because at one point after killing a bunch of people at some famous place, I don't remember all the details of that, he screams out the name of a king that won't be born for another like era, so like another 1,000 years.
Okay.
And people are pretty sure that he's just some crazy elf-killing war machine from the future.
Well, how did they know that this particular king wasn't going to be born?
Well, they didn't know this at the time, but the records show that he has spoken about certain like I can't remember
Events
the
that
name.
happened in the future at that point.
Yeah, he talked about certain kingdoms that will fall and then rise in this name, and then this king that does this and stuff. And then they were like, "Oh shit, he's talking some weird stuff. Let's write this down." Until like 1,000 years later, they're like, "Oh, my goodness, King freaking Jahariar, like."
Who's
Like,
alive and
ooh.
well now?
Mm-hmm.
You're sure it's Vea? House Redoran isn't emptying its
But
coffers.
they
You
they
chase
they
your
don't say
own
he's a
tails out
time
here.
traveling war
We'll play
machine.
the
You
war
know,
clause
it's
well,
it's us,
because
the
the
people,
war
that
clause
say
are
he's
the
a time
best
traveling war
earrings.
machine.
We have to
Gotcha.
put in scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferrara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again.
Mm.
Oh, that is a strong voice there, Captain. Revan?
The Counselor's lackey.
I want to know
Understand
who
you've made
voices
significant
this
progress
character.
in your search for Vea.
Who's that?
As a matter of fact,
Captain
so have we.
Revan?
This whole ordeal will be
Oh,
Hello,
Captain Brevin.
Karma.
and you
Hello,
can be
how
on
are
your
you?
way out
Captain
back.
Revan. It
Brevin.
sounds familiar. Yeah, Captain Briven, Brivan. Like, it is very familiar. I don't know why I know that voice, but I know. I'm doing well. How's you? How's ESO treating you? I'm doing well, and ESO is doing amazing. I'm just having fun in Vardenfell.
My mercenaries have
I need
spotted
to
Vea
know
skulking
whose
about the
voice
northern
that is,
portion of the
though.
swamp. Between my soldiers and Ferhara's
I
war
got you.
claws, the Counselor's daughter
Got
will
me.
soon be home safe and sound.
In a second.
You've been debating on getting ESO.
Vea's
I'm
It's a
getting
sad
back into
story.
ESO personally
Killed one of
speaking.
his own soldiers
So-
to protect an
Oh,
ashland
excuse me.
I
from
honestly
fate.
recommend it. I love
I
it.
think they were being too lenient when they simply
The
exiled
questing
him.
is what gets me.
But that's how they treat the privileged few. Ulron always had an unnatural
Evan Michael.
attraction
Yes, we
to
know
the
that name from
Ashlanders and
somewhere.
their savage
Where do
ways.
we know that name then?
He felt that an Ashlander life
I will
was
tell
worth
you,
more
I
than a
am currently
Redoran
up to
life.
my
The
ankle in
council
Taken,
didn't
though.
agree with his assessment.
Gotcha.
This will all be over as soon as
I kind of
Ferhara
like this
finds
gun, but I
Vea.
don't. Like, I don't have like the best
Khajiit
PVE
mercenaries of
load
the highest order. For
stats for
members
it,
of a lesser
so
race, Ferhara's
it,
warriors
it
are
has a
surprisingly
PvP role.
effective.
So I'm
I
not gonna
employed them to
judge it.
bolster
I'm gonna
our
try to get some
forces.
more rolls
Between
tomorrow.
obligations to the pact and other matters, House Redoran is spread thin.
All right, so let's see here, Kevin Michael.
As you say, Ferhara's war claws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I can't guarantee your safety.
You must not know who I am. I am a god.
Ferhara assumes the Counselor's minions will not present a problem for the war clause. Yes, Captain?
The Outlanders have been warned, Ferhara. I leave everything else to your discretion.
You're gonna lose a lot of people there, Warclaw. A lot of people.
Goodness,
Bless
this
you.
excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Joe.
There's nothing I can notice, I can see here so far that it's really anything that you and I would recognize.
I know like that voice from
Oh,
somewhere.
you do know his name from somewhere. Maybe.
Where do I know the name from?
He also plays as Captain Gantu in Lilo and Stitch.
That's why I know. Oh my god, I can hear it! He plays Captain Gantu! Oh my gosh! I can't Skyrim jump over that. I can't Skyrim jump over it! Oh my gosh. Jumpy. Jumpy. Jumpy.
Oh,
Jumpy.
he's also Ian the Gator from The Princess and the Frog.
Really? Okay, that, you know what? That I did not expect. That I did not expect. Makes you wonder who else they have. Hello, Joe. Well, hi there, friend.
Stupid war claws. Now I know how a mouse feels. By the three! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight.
Oh, yeah? I'm working with Ari.
Oh, right. Now,
Man,
you mentioned something about that.
anything that has to do with Lilo and Stitch,
I
be it
can't
a
wait to
movie,
hear what you learned.
spin-off, whatever,
The
he is
swamp is
Captain
crawling
Gantu.
with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We
Nice.
can talk there.
But yeah, so far that's really just kind of about it. He does a whole lot of
Unfortunately,
like
there's a mob of those beast
he's
people with
a
Rani
very
in the
big
cave.
additional
I was going to
voices
try
kind
and
of
sneak
guy.
past them.
Like
Every time I
not
get
really
too
main
close, I think
characters,
one of
but
them
like
catches
side
my
characters
scent.
and stuff like that. He plays in Dead Space Downfall. I don't know what that is because
Really?
I don't think that's none of the games. It's like a TV show.
You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws?
Oh, I've
I'm
heard of it, but
impressed.
I just never
Meet me
watched
at the
it.
cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and try not to get killed. I really want to know what you came all this way to tell me. Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
Okay. Gotta defeat the war claws now.
I can smell the dark elf kitten.
Hi, guys. Hello. That's just a throw.
War cloak! Let's flay this outsider!
Not a good idea for you, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I am sorry for that too.
I need aid!
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dro. I was trying not to hit you. I'm sorry. You kind of got caught in the cross section.
Up here! Hurry before more of them show up!
Okay. And they're gonna find a whole bunch of people.
He's also Cleveland from Family Guy.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. I don't believe that. No. No. I can't hear it.
You remember who AJ is from the Fairly Odd Parents?
What do you think of my
No, I don't.
luxurious accommodation?
I believe that's
fungus and a poultry fire.
that's the kid with the
all
braces.
the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Oran. What did you find out?
Let's see here. AJ.
According, I know him best from Ratchet and Clank. Do you, Kevin? Do you?
Oh, it's not.
He does Chairman Drek. Okay. Personally, I only played like one Ratchet and Clank. But I don't remember Chairman Drek in it. But to be fair, I think the last time I played a Ratchet and Clank game, I was a youngin. Rani was a youngin.
No, that can't be right. Oran's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done to warrant being banished?
According to Captain Ribbon. Rani killed one of his own soldiers to protect
He's
the Ashlander. But where is High
he's
King
Principal
Emmerich?
Lewis from American Dad.
My brother has always been interested
Really?
in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of
He
the
is.
house doesn't
I don't know
approve
who
of.
Tyro is,
But for him to kill someone,
but he is.
especially one of his own
He is
soldiers,
the Lion Turtles
something
in
terrible must have
Avatar.
I'm sorry. Wait. What? He's the Lion Turtles?
Yeah.
I've never wanted to like turn on Korra right at this moment, just so I could go back to that episode just to hear it.
I know the tribe that Oran liked to help, brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp.
Where's
whenever
High
our
King
father
Emmerich?
wasn't paying attention.
I think. Well, in my current playthrough, right now, I think he's in his main city.
Vea, grab your things. It's time to go. Go? Why? What's going on? The war claws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redwin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now. Damn it. They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Alright, what are we doing here? Darn, his voice actor is Davy Jones from
impatient,
Pirates.
overconfident
Really?
young boy. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell. The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redwin troops. Counselor
Voice
Ellis
actor
brought
is Davy
additional
Jones.
soldiers from
Wow,
town.
that's crazy.
He's intent on
And
getting
where's
his
Sir
daughter, and I may
Cadwell?
have the numbers to do it.
Sir Cadwell is currently in a cave. In a cave at this particular moment, waiting on me to go back and continue the main storyline.
Recently acquired. We may run into some resistance.
Oh, I love Sir Cadwell though. He is arguably one of my favorite characters in the game. For good reason. For good reason.
Do you remember the quest we did to find out his true identity?
Sir Cadwell? And oh, actually, I don't.
Ooh.
I don't remember.
I'm surprised. It was a good quest.
It was a really good quest. I remember that. Sir John Cleese doesn't belong in a cave. Oh, okay. He's literally like. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you where he's at currently. Nope, that's Grotwood. Hold on. He's right there. He's inside of this cave with Baron. And waiting for me. That's where he is. Sir John. He's inside this cave.
So this guy is also the voice
That is
of
Mr.
Cerebon.
John Cleese. He doesn't belong there. I'm sorry. John Cleese. Monty Python. You said sir, to be fair. You said sir. You said sir, so I thought it was a sir. You didn't say mister, you said sir. With all the Monty Python things you say, you didn't get John Cleese. I don't really know, like, actors that well. Like, I know movies, I know characters, I know people. So, like, that's why Croton sits there and he'll say to me when we're talking about a particular voice actor, he'll go, you know him, you know this particular voice actor from this, and this. And that's when I kind of get, like, a good, like, clump of an idea of, oh, that's the same person. Because for whatever reason in my head, I can't, like, connect this particular character with this particular voice actor. And then he is the I fart in your general direction guy. Oh, that guy! Oh, that guy! Oh my gosh! And he is like arguably one of my favorite characters in Monty Python. Oh! You went right over Randy's head. I do though. I do. I love that. I fought in your general direction.
Oh, babe.
What?
You know why you recognize Captain Briven's voice?
Why do I recognize Captain Briven's voice?
Because he's also Sai Sahan.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that would explain it. Why?
I don't know how I didn't connect those two, seeing as how I spent an entire month with Sai Sahan, hanging out with him.
I can't get captured and taken
That's
back
weird.
to my father. Not when I'm this close to finding my brother.
Ah, Sai Sahan, yeah. I love Sai Sahan, but like at the same time, like I feel like some strong feelings towards Sai Sahan. I really do. I feel some strong feelings towards him. Although I'm still like, it's still is crazy how oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart.
I just hope there aren't any Redderons up there.
Probably are Redderons up there to be. And where is Mirabelle Monteri initiate Jocelyn Allian Serene anywhere? You know, I don't know where they are actually at this point. I know they're around, I just don't know where they are at this particular point.
Oh no. Father ruins
Alright, my love. I'm going to hop off of here. And I'm going to clean up by here, and then I'll be in there here in a minute. I love you.
Love you too.
Well, I'm not going
Bye, everyone. Bye. 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 Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Kevin said bye. Can you hear me? There are all voiced by Tara Strong. You might know her as Timmy. No way! Really? No. Kevin, no. Really? No. No. Timmy Turner? You know what? Actually, yeah, you know, I can hear it. I can totally hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it.
You do that for me. Thanks, I guess.
I can hear it.
What can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time. Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start. Once I find Ulran and make sure he's alright, I'll meet with my father.
She's pretty, though.
That meeting will be on my terms, not his.
Really
and
pretty.
Tell him to call off his soldiers, or I might change my mind. That should buy us some time.
And down we go.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down. These outlanders work for me.
It's me. Hi.
The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Vea has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until she's home, safe and sound.
Thought we agreed we wouldn't use any other outsiders.
I also said that the captain has his own resources. The war claws report to Briven, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely.
Let her be her own
Tell
woman.
me what Vea's thinking.
Vea will meet you, but on her own terms. All these soldiers have scared her away.
It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter. So, where and when will Vea meet with me?
Soon, she asked me to do one thing, and
Very well. We'll do this her way. Vea can be as stubborn as her mother sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next
what you
time,
gonna do
I
there?
expect Vea to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Briven do this his way.
I'll let her know.
Do as I command, and let them pass.
I thought he controlled them. Not me. Well, not you. So why are you commanding them? Ah. Ah, counselor. Right, we are heading where? Oh, we are like right there too. Let's look out this bus real fast. Actually, you know what? No, take it back. We'll keep on this one. We'll see it through to the end.
Well, those certainly aren't Ashlanders, not with those tails. This is disturbing.
Expose? Why? Just think about this for a second. Dill Pickles from Margaret
Can't
becomes
believe
Timmy
this.
Turner, and then she
Why
voices
allow the
Harley Quinn.
Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Ridderin thinking?
That makes me
And what in the
uncomfortable,
name
Kevin.
of the three have they done with the Ashlanders? My brother often visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place, so full of life. I know House Redren wants to expand along the western coast, but I never expected they'd set the Warclaws loose like this.
Always expect the worst.
If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad. We need to see if we can find out what happened here.
I'll look around and see what I can find.
I really want to help, but Nario won't hear of it. We don't get our hands dirty unless there's a writ attached. She's so fond of reminding me. We'll hang around and wait for you to find something before we move in.
Get out of the way of the Warclaws until I find out where your brother is.
Bea, I don't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep you out of House Redren hands, remember? You're not my parent, Nario. I can take care of myself, even if the Mother of Blades doesn't think so. Damn it, Bea. You know I hate that title.
Ooh. Ooh. What is that? Try? Try? Maybe the other one. The other one.
Tried to make before we both had a slice and a half, but it kind of broke up one. One just has a little bit.
May I ask for one small favor? May I have your glass of milk, please? Thank you. Yeah, Kevin, I don't know how much I appreciate that thought. To the warriors of Screw Battalion, including the soldiers of House Veteran and the mercenaries of Warclaws. Screw Battalion is tasked with mine and the surrounding countryside from Ashlander's squatters. It was their land first. My gosh. We're ordered to go there. Wise woman.
If I'd realized how popular this camp was going to be with Outlanders, I would have moved the tribe ages ago. You don't appear to be one of the heretical invaders, but looks can be deceiving. What do you seek, stranger?
Looking for Ulran.
Ah, Ulran the Exile. He disgraced his family and lost his status, but remained true to his heart. Ulran is here. He tried to stand against the Redorans, just as they detained me within this yurt.
Where is he now?
I assume they dragged him off to the mine, along with most of the tribe who refused to let those tribunal dogs walk all over us. Or should I say tribunal cats in this instance? Be wary. The mine will be as protected as the camp, maybe even more so.
Tell me about the mine.
It's a small hole in the ground, but it served us well until the Redderans and their war claws arrived. Now they toss my people aside and lock the door. Warclaw Irgazar carries the key, but there is a spare in the supply yurt.
I'll get the key.
Get the key to the mine from either the Warclaw's commander or the supply yurt, whichever suits your needs. Perhaps you'll find what you seek within Kudanot's depths.
Send you to the mine.
To keep the head and the body separate. As
Makes
long as
sense.
I'm here, I can't offer my people hope or advice. And I certainly can't compel them to rebel against these invaders.
Can help you escape?
I have no doubt. However, my place remains with my people, at least for now. The Warclaws have treated me well so far. They believe I can make their tails fall off if I so choose. Who am I to dissuade such creatures from their beliefs?
True. I mean, I agree. Hi, people. Thank you for your contribution to the Rani Fund. Hello there. Into the mine. Into the mines. I really do love this game. Okay, Gandalf, if you want to.
We're just going to the captain called them traitors and savages. Said the good roasting was more than they deserved.
Oh, really? Okay.
Intruder! Warclaws, attack!
Well, how about this? You guys can meet Miss Ridiculous, aka Rani. Through the cave. Oh. Oh.
Down here! Come on! Wait. What's that smell? Vaya, stay back. You don't need to see this. What happened here? Oh gods! They murdered these poor Ashlanders! Oh no! Oran! Oran! Wake up, please! You can't be dead. You just can't! Vaya shouldn't have had to see this. Even I'm finding it hard to believe that the mercenaries would slaughter these Ashlanders for no reason. Not to mention the son of a house counselor. Doesn't make any sense.
I did the Ashland.
I suppose anything could happen in the heat of the moment. But to kill a Redrun, even an exiled one, that's presumptuous even for the war clause. I wonder if Eris knows about this. I'm not sure how Vea's going to get her answers now.
Kevin, I love the way you think. I love the way you think. Cast reanimate corpse. Level up conjuration.
I've seen these before. They use them in Eastmarch to record and send important messages. They're expensive and as rare as a sober Nord, but Auron was always attracted to the contrivances of other cultures. Shall we see what it has to say?
Yes, please.
If you're listening to my voice, know that my time is short, and what I have to say is important.
Brother, is that you?
Everything that happened was a deliberate act to discredit me. I need to report the events so my sister can learn the truth about her brother. You have to understand, I don't share my house's hatred and distrust of Ashlanders. So, during my normal patrol, when I heard that Ashlanders had come to Balmora and were causing trouble, I was dubious to say the least. I arrived to find one of my soldiers arguing with the Ashlanders. He spat at them, called them savages. When one of the Ashlanders objected, my soldier drew his sword. Before I could intervene, my soldier's blade struck him down. I ordered the soldier to stand down, but he ignored me and stepped toward the second Ashlander. I killed my own soldier. I had to. Before I knew it, I was dragged before the Redoran Council and exiled. I never even got to say farewell to my sister.
Poor guy.
I believe I was set up for this fall, but I don't know by who. I came to this camp for shelter, but House Redoran's reach grows ever longer. Now Captain Briven's here. I'm going to talk to them, just in case I made this stone for my sister Vea.
It was the captain.
Auron! Damn it. What am I supposed to do now?
Sorry, girl.
Auron's not supposed to be dead. That wasn't the way this was supposed to end. What am I gonna do now? Damn Auron for leaving me that damn message! And damn him for dying on me! Gods, I miss my brother.
Sorry.
I still don't understand. Auron said someone set him up to fall. Who would do such a thing? And why would they do it? Auron never wanted to hurt anyone. So that's why they exiled him? That's why they killed him? He was too damn good? That's the problem? We've got to find out who did all this. They won't get away with this. I won't allow it. Oh, I'll find them all right. And when I do, they'll pay for what happened to Auron. I swear by Mafala's sacred web and the first blood my blade ever tasted, I'm going to avenge my brother.
What's she bad?
I agree with Auron's assessment. Certainly sounds like someone led him into a situation guaranteed to make him fail. I can't believe he put this burden on Vea, though. What was Auron thinking?
Maybe we should investigate his death?
I didn't say that. I'm just not sure how to proceed. We're entering dangerous waters here, going up against House Redoran, and we don't even have a writ to protect us.
So, what do we do next?
I'm going to take Vea and head back to our safe house in Balmora. They found our cave, but the abandoned basement is still secure.
How does he know?
After that, I'm not sure. If I break them, I'll have to deal with the consequences.
Tell me about their room.
We can't just kill with wild abandon. We follow a code. We only execute those whose names appear on sanctioned writs. If we kill respectable citizens without a writ, that's just murder. So, without proof and a proper writ, my hands are tied.
I suppose I could let, him know about the sun.
You do that. but be careful. We're not sure who in House Redrin is involved.
I bet
and I'd
it's
rather
the
not see you
captain.
wind up like these poor Ashlanders.
He said he was
Thea
gonna go
and
talk
I
to the
still need your
captain.
help to get to the bottom of all of this.
So, I mean...
We'll see you in Balmora, hero.
The mercenaries were the captain. He said he was gonna go talk to the captain. The mercenaries are here. Like, it's obvious. It was the captain. Now, the better question here, because we know it's the captain, based on all the evidence so far, is the dad involved as well, or is he just an innocent victim? That's the question. I like to think that the captain, that the dad is not involved. My personal opinion, I don't think the dad is involved. Because I'm sure he still loved his son. I'm sure he did. He didn't want this to happen. He's been doing all of this to get his daughter home safely. And he did say he didn't want this to happen with the son. His hands were tied. Although I think that's a pretty lame and weak excuse, but that's just my opinion. Balmora. Run away, run away. And up. And over. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I did. I had to go this way. That's what I needed to do. Over. And through the door. Let's see. Chancellor.
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Vea, or present me with a time and place for us to meet. Tell me, Outlander, which is it to be?
There was a complication.
Complication? What kind of complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. But instead of results, you bring me excuses.
Not exactly. Son is dead.
No, that's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages?
Vea was with me. It's him. Oh no, I accidentally skipped.
I'm sorry. Tell her she needs to stay away until I can calm things down. I don't want to see anything happen to her. Promise me. And take this. Consider it payment for your efforts thus far.
Oops. Accidentally skipped.
If you'll excuse me, I need some time to consider everything you've told me. Once I determine the best way to proceed, I'll contact you. In the meantime, make sure Vea stays away from Balmora and House Redrin.
Did you order the attack?
It was never meant to be an attack. I sent Captain Briven to clear land that already belonged to House Redrin. The Ashlanders were given an opportunity to depart. The situation didn't have to turn violent. Those damn savages should have just left.
But it was their land.
House Redrin has been slowly expanding in that direction for years. We claimed that area almost a year ago, but we were forced to temporarily abandon it when a massive ash storm hit. Before we could return, the Ashlanders moved in.
I thought just let them use the land.
Redoran depends on that land for hunting and resources. The Ashlanders are like a plague of insects. They sweep into an area, take everything, and move on. We couldn't allow them to do that here. So, I sent Captain Briven to convince them otherwise.
Sounds like I need to talk to him.
The captain serves House Redoran with honor and dedication. He's out doing his job. If Briven had anything to do with my son's death, he would have reported it to me. He'd have no reason to keep such news from me and the other counselors. I'll speak to Briven when he returns. But understand, the captain operated under my orders. He's an exemplary soldier and an upstanding member of the house. Like me, everything he does is for the betterment of House Redoran.
Yeah, you're right. And that's even more disturbing since that's what that guy said to me today. It's messed up. Yep. Heather. Alright, let's go speak to this captain. I told you it was the captain. That it was the captain. I said, although I did not think that the dad was up to it.
The Counselor has his priorities all out of sorts. The real threat lies to the south.
What are you talking about?
House Halalu encroaching on ancestral Redoran lands. Building settlements even. I saw this coming ever since we let Fort Firemoth go fallow. Let your guard down even a little and those Halalu scribs will snatch away all they can.
I believe it. Alright. We need to... Oh, the quest isn't open. Hold on. In the cavern? No. Mushroom? No. No, that's not it.
Outlander, over here.
Oh, there he is. I knew I was missing something.
Now you told me what you found in the Ashlander mine. I can't imagine what Vaya must be going through right now, but she shouldn't be alone. That's why I came looking for you.
Why me? Is Inari with her?
Nayu has responsibilities to tend to. Morag Tong responsibilities. Understand? She left me to keep Vaya company, but I'm not very good at spouting words of comfort and solace. Unless I can kill something, I'm very good at that.
Makes sense. Do you want me to talk to her?
You do understand. And now you implied you're as dense as the ash storms coming off Red Mountain. Good to know even the Mother of Blades can be wrong. Vaya's upset, and not just about her brother. She wanted to go with Nayu.
I'm gonna go talk to Vaya.
Another thing, Nayu Naru's job concerns House Redoran. That's why she didn't want Veya to accompany her on this one. Veya's grief-stricken, angry, and ready to lash out at anyone and anything, so keep your head low and try not to upset her.
Sounds like he's had some experience getting on Veya's bad side.
I have experience getting on a lot of people's bad sides. Women, especially, find me exasperating. Irresistible, but exasperating. It's a gift.
Thanks. Honestly.
Something about who Naryu's target is. Thinks the target may know something about what happened to her brother. Look, I'm not even sure how Veya found out who Naryu's target is, and I don't want to know. Just go and talk to her, please.
Hey. I keep wondering if it's the captain.
Carefully, and with your hands empty and clearly visible. She's in the safe house beneath Balmora, or at least that's where I left her. But I didn't lock the door, so I suppose she could be anywhere by now. I suggest you hurry and get down there.
Did that on purpose. Alright, well, let's go get her. Literally right next to the house.
Get out of here, Ashur. I don't need a nursemaid, no matter what Naryu might think.
Oh, it's you. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Did Ashur send you to check up on me? I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is gonna find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. I'm just annoyed at everybody right now.
I mean, completely understandable. You lost your brother.
No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Ulran in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, hiding, that's not gonna solve anything.
Naryu told you to stay here.
I know, but Naryu's writ. It involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Naryu executes the writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here.
Alright, where can I find Naryu?
Well, Naryu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the writ before she took off. Her target's at Arenan Manor, out in the swamp. Not far from that smelly cave, actually.
Okay, I'll go to the manor.
I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Arenan Manor. My father used to say it was used by counselors as a retreat, but Mother always told me it was where they conducted business that required a certain degree of privacy.
Have you given out to your brother's message?
That's all I've been doing, thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone wanted him out of the way, and they orchestrated the event with the Ashlanders to do it. Someone played my brother for a fool, and it cost him his life.
I think it was the captain.
Brivon's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Brivon were best friends, even if they argued from time to time.
What do they argue about?
Politics, foreign relations, the Ashlanders. You name an issue, and Ulran and Brivon were probably on opposite sides of the argument. It got to the point where I had to ignore both of them or they'd drive me insane.
Told your father what happened?
You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know that my brother was dead.
He didn't know, and he seemed as upset as you.
Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? Did he know that Ulran had been banished?
He told Ulran to go to the mainland. He expected him to return to the Ashlanders for shelter.
He didn't expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks.
Either of them. That's why I had to get away. Join the Morag Tongue. At least Naryu understands me. Mostly.
You said your father said you should avoid house veteran until he can sort out what happened.
I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother, who was involved, and then I'm going to make them pay. Just you watch.
Okay, well, you gotta stay here, girl. You gotta stay here and don't move. Don't move. Not a bit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. We are going over there. Okay. Getting on our elf and running around. Whee! Whee! I feel like I got this elk at a steal. Oh, hi there, people. Running around this area, got fun and games. We're heading to this manor and play some games.
I expected you hours ago, hero. It's not polite to keep an assassin waiting.
Oh, she expected us.
I was wondering how long it was going to take Vea to convince you to follow me. But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she? Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way?
Stayed in Balmora.
I know Vea wants answers, but this is my job. There are rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. There might be a way to deal with this, though, provided you're willing to help.
What do we need to do?
First, don't kill any Redrons. That's a violation of my writ and could have serious consequences for both of us. Second, you sneak around and search for anything that pertains to Ulron's exile while I figure out how to deal with the counselor.
Okay.
We need to be invisible. These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morag Tongue will have my head.
Do you often receive writs that call for the death of high-ranking house officials?
It's unusual, but not unheard of. True, most writs taken out against the houses target low to mid-ranking officials. The Grand Master is cautious when it comes to accepting such a high-profile writ. Apparently, though, this target has been very bad.
What did the counselor do?
Councillor Dovera has been conspiring with House Drez to promote the slave trade and avoid scrutiny by Redrin and Pact officials. She played a dangerous but profitable game, and her coffers were overflowing. Until someone noticed.
What gave her away?
I'm not privy to the laborious investigations that took place. In cases like these, though, the target usually becomes complacent and lets her guard down. She made a mess. Now I get to clean it up, for the good of Dunmer society.
Why do you think he was exiled?
That's the question, isn't it? It nags at us the way the torchbug nags at the brave little scrib in those children's stories. Once we discover who Ulron's torchbug is, we'll have a clearer understanding of why they set him up, and why he had to die.
Think his death was a part of the plan?
I'm not saying that. Accidents happen. But they certainly made sure Ulron was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both
Very
in
true.
Balmora and again in the Ashlander camp. In addition to whatever you can find here, we should also talk to Captain Briven.
You think Captain Briven's involved in all this? Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Briven's name keeps coming up. At the very least, he was Ulron's best friend once. He might be able to shed some light on Ulron and what happened to cause his exile. And I really want to know what took place after Ulron left us that message.
Do you need to leave Bea behind?
Bea's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morag Tong. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track.
So you're accountable for Bea's actions?
That's how it works. Her actions are my actions. Vea goes out and executes 3 writs. I share the credit and get praised for training my apprentice. On the other hand, if she kills someone without a writ, the Morag Tong takes both our heads.
Are they that stringent?
There have to be. My order came this close to being eliminated. It's only recently that we've started to make a comeback, and only in Dunmer territory. If we can't control the actions of our members, we'll be hunted down and destroyed for sure.
Makes sense. So we gotta do this and not get caught. Okay. Get in the water, quick! Go around. Actually, I'm gonna do myself a favor. Sorry. Sorry, bear. Just gonna get me caught. No, leave me alone. Go away. Go away, go away. But I wouldn't give to be able to go invisible right about now. Oh.
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Next question. I think that's gonna be the best way to go. They can't turn invisible. Okay. I think that place is gonna be the best way to go. See me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
The front door's guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Maybe that one over there. Hopefully. Through the warehouse. Okay. It's per person. Almost got caught. This way.
This looks promising. Might even lead to the wine cellars. I could use a good bottle of wine.
Oh. Get in the box! Quickly, get in the box! Hiding, hiding, hiding. And run. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Okay. That jewelry box. Oh. I'm up.
See what you can find pertaining to Oran. I've got a dagger and a writ with Councillor Dolvara's name on them.
Oh gosh, I still have to somehow avoid killing the soldier. How am I gonna do that? Oh my gosh.
He hears voices in his head. He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver, people.
Yeah, I definitely don't have anything. Make me invisible. How can I only really have one shot. One of those moments where I wish I had like a way to distract them.
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
There you are right there. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, and once you leave, then we'll figure out how to get over there. Didn't hear a thing.
If we don't find anything, maybe we can ask for an invitation to the upcoming council meeting. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer our questions.
Please don't turn around, my dude. Please don't. That would honestly be just cruel at this point. This is so hard. Okay.
So House Redoran issued an advisory against the Morag Tong? Fat lot of good that's going to do the councillor.
Space, quickly! Get this way. Ooh. Ooh. Of Oran have left the High Council disappointed. And what we scouted from the promising son of an old and respected family. To operate in the Balmora region, we'd like you to monitor Council Eris's actions relative to the future. Every faith in Council Eris, but Oran is his son after all. Russian of Ribbon, Malum to the rank of captain, and veterans of Western forces.
Damn the luck. I was hoping for a quick stab and go, but it seems the councillor might actually know something about Oran. So Councillor Dolvara does know something about Vea's brother. Damn it all.
Seems like it.
Now I suppose you want to actually talk to her before I execute the walking pile of pond scum. Of course we do. I specifically waited for you to arrive because I figured that would be the case. Still doesn't mean I'm happy about blurring the line between helping Vea and performing my duty as a Morag Tong.
Think about the other information.
We discovered that the next meeting of the High Council will take place at the consulate outside Balmra. The war clause and the Ashlander abuse aren't completely sanctioned by the House, and Dolvera was present when Ulran was exiled. Not a bad haul.
All that, and that all means...
That means we have to get Dolvera to spill her guts before I spill her guts. Just keep your wits about you, hero. Dolvera wields her feminine charms the way I wield my daggers. Don't let her seduce you into doing something stupid before
Look, she's gotta look like a lumber snack. I'm just saying. If it doesn't look like a lumber snack, it's not gonna happen. Where is... Counselor? Right in here.
Be quick with your questions, hero. When I slip in, so do my daggers.
Ooh.
Ah, you must be here about those pesky patrol schedules. After all that clandestine correspondence, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come closer so we can celebrate our partnership in a proper fashion. Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The last person House Drez sent over was so much more scruffy. I have a meeting with House Halalu shortly, but I think I can spare a few more moments for you to seal our partnership, you understand. The noble's banished son? Why does House Drez care about that? Never mind. Anything so we can get to the good stuff. Ulran was tested and found wanting. Chose the life of a savage over his own soldier. We stripped him of his rank and exiled him.
Wow.
Ulron's dead? I hadn't heard. As to who was behind the test of Ulron's loyalty, what does that matter? He failed and paid the price for his poor choices. What does all this have to do with our arrangement?
Were we about to get to know each other a little better?
You aren't clever enough or pretty enough to avoid what's about to happen, Dolvera.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you people?
I'm a Morag Tong with a writ that says you're a criminal and a traitor. That means I get to end your miserable existence.
That was,
Take another look around, hero, and see if you can find anything else related to Ulran.
Who's got a whetstone?
Ooh.
Alikir massage oils? Fancy. But that has nothing to do with Ulran.
Lalu better. House Lalu, regards to one more, excite me to no end. Hopefully they'll keep it going until then. Agreed to finally meet beauty face to face. Violate the tribunal. Tackles the way of profit and our cherished way of life. Blech. Now that just proves that she's scum.
More proof that Dolvera was in bed with both House Halalu and House Drez.
Thanks to your impressive recommendation, I've been given more forces in the Balmora region and captain. Remind me that I owe you the next time I can get away from my duties for an hour or two. I knew it. Reassigning most of the soldiers previously under Ulran's command in order to provide them with a fresh under the team. Only Balato Pelham's squad remains intact. They were with Ulran on the day of the incident, and I want to personally brief them before I make any sweeping changes. Thank you for reconnecting me with Sarah and a mercenary unit. I worked with them in the past, and they've been a godsend for bolstering our presence in the territory. Rest of the letter contains lists of various soldiers' assignments.
That's Captain Briven's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it. The good Captain Briven appears to be more involved in Oron's fate than I had imagined. He never struck me as the
I
type
knew
to
it.
use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices.
The captain is spreading Oron's soldiers to the four winds to make a fresh start.
Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Briven gives them new orders and they disappear.
So let Vea know what we discovered?
I suppose. She's probably pulled tight as a bowstring waiting to hear something. Go talk to Vea while I present my writ to the authorities. I can't wait to see the look on the Redoran Magister's face when I tell him what his counselor was up to.
I'll go talk to Vea. I wonder, can we like jump from up here? Yay! We can. That way I can't get in trouble. Hallelujah! And I didn't get caught. That's what matters. That right there, that's what matters. I didn't get caught. I must be literally like on the edge of it. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So tell her. She's not gonna be happy about this. Especially then, now that she's gonna hear that it was his best friend that did everything. She's not gonna be happy.
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing can change that.
Know where to find the soldiers who were with him that day.
What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redoran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk.
I don't think you should leave the safe house until Mario gets back.
More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oren's death. House councillors, Redoran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay.
We also discovered that Captain Briven might have had a role in troubles.
Briven was Oren's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Asher, you might be the only friend I have left. So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house registry, provided I can actually get them to talk to me.
Ola Tolem's squad. They're scouting the old fort.
There's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling with cultists. We need to find them before Vatala and his soldiers wind up sacrificed to some Daedric prince.
Few more moments.
We'll get Vatala and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or get out of my way.
Alright, alright, alright.
Let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormaran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that we'll learn who's responsible for Oran's death soon. There then blood will flow.
Blood will flow. Don't you need a writ to kill someone?
As far as I'm concerned, rules got my brother killed. They don't apply to me anymore. Besides, to find the soldiers, we're probably going to have to carve a path through those cultists. The Morag Tong won't care about that.
That Naryu is responsible for your actions.
That's what the handbook says. Look, I know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you, and certainly not me.
Don't force me to choose between you and Naryu.
No, never. You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise his death will be the first of many. We have to be able to resist laws that make no sense or get people hurt, without being afraid of getting exiled.
He doesn't Vatola Tola?
I know Vatala. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault, always spouting nonsense about house and honor above all. He was devoted to my brother, though. Ulran considered him to be one of his best.
Why didn't he stand up for Ulran?
Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatala and his soldiers to remain quiet. Decided to take responsibility and save them any heartache. I hope these soldiers remember that when we find them.
Go. I want to know, like, how she plans on getting out of there, though. Like, high key, how is she getting out, in and out? Is she putting on, like, some kind of disguise or something? Running on our elf, we got fun and games. Hi!
You're here, I'm here, the damn cultists are here. You know who isn't here? Vatala and his squad. They're probably hiding. Or dead. They better not be dead.
Have you seen Naryu?
Naryu's probably busy clearing her writ, and we don't have time to wait. This opportunity to learn more about what happened to Ulran won't last much longer. We need to find that squad of soldiers. Fine. You wait for Naryu. I'm going to go and find those soldiers.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Their orders were
I'll
to
do
scout
it
the
your
old
way.
stronghold. I suggest we search along the outskirts and see if we can pick up their trail.
Like, I get it, she's not really thinking correctly, and she's mad, and I get it, but, like, come on, girl. Keep your head on. Uh-oh.
A Redoran officer's sword. No Redoran soldier would leave that behind willingly.
Nope. Probably not. Bedroll.
A bedroll, still wrapped and ready to use. Standard issue for a Redoran soldier.
Behind the house? Oh.
Corporal Darvel. I knew him. But the others, they're civilians. They must have taken Tellem's soldiers inside.
Well, ooh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Question mark?
There we go. Let's get inside and find the others before it's too late.
Hopefully. Hopefully it's not too late.
Let's find the soldiers and get out of here before these stupid cultists realize what's happening.
Who's there? We won't let you take us without a fight. Wait, Bea, is that you?
Yes.
The three! You're all still alive.
I'm not sure what you and Vea are doing here, but let us out. Then we can return Vea to her father. Councillor Eris has been terribly worried since she disappeared.
First, we want to know what happened.
This isn't the time or the place to have that discussion. Get the key to this cage and then we can find a private place to talk.
Oh, come on, let's talk about it now.
One of the cultists carries the key. I don't think he's too far away. We hear him patrolling around every so often. Free us, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. You have my word as a veteran and as an officer.
You find the key. Me and Vatala. We're going to have a little chat while we're waiting.
Vea, I'm just trying to protect you.
From what? The truth? Oh, please. I want to know who did this to my brother.
Oh. Oh. Understandably, she is not happy. Alright, going the other way. Okay. Anything in here? Not really. At least nothing's at one. Yeah? Yeah.
Ah, another sacrifice for the Prince of Bargains.
Nope. Just you. There you go.
Vea, wait! You can't leave us like this.
Oh boy. That didn't sound good. Where's Vea?
I knew I shouldn't have told Vea the truth. I just made everything worse. Please let us out of here. We have to stop Vea before she does something she'll regret.
What happened?
I told her what she wanted to hear. I was with Captain Ulran the day everything happened. I was commanded to lure the Ashlanders to town and set up a situation for Ulran to deal with.
Fine.
My orders were to invite the Ashlanders to Balmora to trade, send some local toughs to instigate a commotion, and then get Ulran to investigate. It was just supposed to be a loyalty test. Who expected Ulran to kill his own soldier to save a savage?
Said you were following orders. Who gave these orders?
Captain Brevin, though he was still a lieutenant at the time. As soon as I explained all this to Vea, her face turned dark and she stormed out of here. I think she's going to Balmora to kill him. You need to let me out so I can warn the captain.
What? He literally caused her brother's death, and you want me to just let you out so you can go warn the guy? How about no? Do we leave him there, or do we let him go? Well, I guess, you know, being sacrificed to a Daedric prince does not sound like fun. As someone who also was sacrificed to a Daedric prince. Okay.
Thank you. Now, get to Balmora and stop Vea before she does something she'll regret.
I don't know, my dude. No. No, I feel like that That is not something I will be doing. I will be stopping her. Instead, I hope to have done the deed before she gets there. Doing. Come on. How are you?
Get your ass over here. I leave you and Vea alone for a couple of hours, and everything goes to oblivion in an ore cart. Why did Vea leave the safe house? And why is House Redrun tearing the city apart to find her?
Vea couldn't wait, so we went to find the soldiers who were scouting Guildfort.
You did what? I suppose you thought that was a good idea? Well, the damage is done. At least tell me you found something to make this debacle a little more palatable.
We learned that Briffin gave the order that led to Ulron's banishment.
That explains why Vea broke into the kin house. I'm not sure what happened in there, but she certainly stirred up the Redrun soldiers. Vea might still be inside. Or she might have given them the slip. She could be anywhere by now.
Get inside and try to doctor her.
If Vea kills Briven without a writ, the Morag Tong and House Redrun will both want her head on a silver platter. You check the kin house. I'll grab Ashur and see if we can pick up Vea's trail in the streets. Don't let me down, hero.
I'll certainly try.
House Telvanni still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish anything?
Good point.
House Telvanni stayed out of the pack. The wizards.
Running, we're running to the house.
Scour the streets, search the buildings. Vea Releth does not leave this city.
Ooh. Ooh. What happened?
The young woman, she killed them all. Didn't say a word, just walked in, drew her blades, and cut down every soldier who tried to stop her. And her eyes, I never saw such rage as I saw in her eyes. She headed upstairs to Captain Briven's apartment, I think. I can't believe she killed all these soldiers.
Didn't harm you?
No, she totally ignored us. Just the soldiers. Nobody else was harmed.
It's still gonna, no.
Curse my lot.
No one knows my
Oh man. Oh, that's it for her.
What's the meaning of this? Where are the soldiers? If you're looking for my husband, I'll tell you the same thing that I told that brazen young woman. The council is meeting outside Balmora, and Briven is protecting the councillors. Now, if you don't mind, I've had more than enough excitement for one day.
What did she say?
I could barely make sense of the nonsense she was spouting. It was Vea, Councillor Eris's daughter. Everything she
Her
said
eyebrows
was
bother
illegal.
me.
That
Same.
my husband betraying her brother, that my Briven had to suffer just as she was suffering.
Didn't harm me, did she?
She had a knife, but no, she didn't harm me. She said her brother wouldn't hurt an innocent, that I wasn't responsible for his death. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Because I certainly don't.
Where's the council meeting you mentioned?
You shouldn't get involved. That young woman will hasten her own death if she thinks she can get past my
Like,
husband
do
and
you
his
boo boo? But
soldiers.
if you let your kids
But
at,
if you insist,
but if you let your kids
the
at your
meeting is
eyebrows
taking
with
place
scissors,
at the
then don't
garrison
complain
north
when
of
people
Balmora.
give you weird looks. Exactly, Karma, exactly. Might want to seek shelter somewhere else. Vea left a trail of dead soldiers downstairs.
Dead soldiers? They were just protecting the kin house.
Good
I'll go
idea.
Stay with my sister in Vivek.
Good idea. Yeah, don't bother. Just leave.
Griffin is the finest soldier I know. He'll set Vea straight. I'm sure of it.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a terrible guy. I'm sorry to tell you. Your husband's a butthead. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I have to be the one to tell you. But he is. He is. I'm so sorry.
Why carry on?
Oh my goodness. As I said, Karma, just the quests, the lore, all of it makes this game so worth it. Plus you get to look really cute too.
I can already feel the cold steel of the executioner's blade on the back of my neck.
Vea's going to the Veteran Council meeting to confront Captain Bribin.
Is Vea trying to get herself killed?
Yes,
You
yes she
can't
is.
just barge into a veteran garrison and ask the soldiers to stand aside while you murder their captain?
She can.
We have to get to her before she gets to Bribin.
Vea also left a trail of dead veteran soldiers in the inn house.
She murdered soldiers without a writ. This is a dark path she's decided to follow. And unless we play this just right, it's not going to end well for any of us. Let's find Vea and put a stop to this. We can deal with any consequences after that.
You should garrison. I love the way my character looks too. Like, she is so freaking gorgeous. I'm in love with her. So hardcore. So hardcore. And then look at my little elk. I love my elk. Where do I need to go? I need to go that way. Right? Yeah, we need to go this way. Oh no, we could go the other way. I guess. We could go the other way. And, you know, one of the things that I really enjoy about this game is the fact that you can see the changes that you make in the game. So if you choose a
On every
choice,
exit. If Vea tries to get into or out of the city, we'll find her.
if, you know, if you sit there and you make a choice in the game, it does affect how the different characters talk to you, how they look at you. It affects, like, just sometimes the way the game itself looks. If you're in a very drawn area and you kind of complete that area, it won't look like that anymore. Eventually the entire place will start to look better. You know, like there won't be active fires everywhere, kind of thing.
I don't like the looks of this. Bribin is using war claws to patrol the garrison instead of veteran soldiers.
Interesting.
Either house forces are stretched thinner than I thought, or Bribin wants to justify the use of mercenaries to the council.
What do the war claws have to do?
Maybe nothing, maybe everything. We know Ulron refused to employ mercenaries. He hated counting on thugs to do the right thing. I expect the Veteran Council feels the same. Maybe Bribin's trying to show them what the war claws can do.
Maybe. We might have to fight our way through the mercenaries.
The war claws may be a blessing in disguise. I can explain killing these bastards a lot easier than trying to wipe Redrin blood off my hands. Let's go stop Vea. I'm ready when you are, hero.
How do we get into the garrison?
There's no stealthy way to approach this. The front door's our only option. Then we track down Bribin, find Vea, bonk her on the head, and get her out of here before she does something I can't fix. Easy as gore apple pie.
Which is funny that she says that because I just had an apple pie. Alright. Well, to the front we go. Hi. Hello. I have to say, did you not feel when I started hitting you the first time? this way. At least we don't have to be stealthy either. Because this character is not about stealthy. She's a warden mage after all. She cannot do stealthy. See me. I'm so nervous.
Glad to see we all made it. Now let's find Brivin before Vea skewers him.
Oh, hi. Oh, just somewhere here. Well, my friends, I'm sorry to say, you get the bee's knees for everything. I do not know where I'm going. Both gone. Sorry to say.
Nothing yet, eh? I hear voices behind this door, but it's locked tight. Keep looking, hero. I haven't so much as heard or seen even a whisper of Brivin yet. Just lots of snarling war claws. If we can't get through this door, there's only one other way to go.
What's that?
It's always important to figure out where a target keeps its wine. In this case, down in the cellars. There's a staircase back where we first came in. And if we still don't find Brivin or Vea, well, at least there'll be plenty to drink.
Good point. Head downstairs.
And I'll figure out how to get this door open, just in case. You know, attending a House Redoran Council meeting was always a secret goal of mine. Right after getting a lusty Argonian maiden to scrape my flesh raw with her abrasive tongue.
I'm sorry. What? Naru reads the lusty Argonian maid. Oh my gosh. She reads the lusty Argonian maid. I cannot even believe that. She reads the lusty Argonian maid. I mean, to be fair, I'm married to an Argonian, so there is that. Hi. Okay. Ooh, we got a champion point.
Captain Brivin is on his way. Soon he'll have a permanent job in House Redoran, yes? Kill the intruders. They have interfered for the last time.
What's going on down sounds like a... You! What are you doing here? Explain yourself!
I feel like we need to talk.
What in the name of the three are you up to? I thought you worked for Councillor Eris. You better have a damn good reason for killing the mercenary leader.
Oh,
I ought
I
to
do.
sound the alarm and let her warriors deal with the likes of you.
Came to warn you. Bea knows what you did. She wants to kill you.
Vea? She's barely out from under her mother's apron and she presumes to judge my actions? No matter. Whatever your motives, nothing justifies the blatant killing of Ferhara and her mercenaries. Councillor Eris can't protect you this time, Outlander.
What about your motives?
Ah, now everything becomes clear. Vea learned something of her brother's fate and wants to retaliate. Then let her come.
Yeah.
But know this. I merely set the events in motion. I didn't conceive the plan.
Then who did?
You're looking for the responsible party. Then
Yes.
look no further than Councillor Eris.
I'm
he wanted
sorry.
to prove his son's loyalty to the house. To show that Oren's fascination with the savage Ashlanders hadn't corrupted him. Well, look how that turned out.
The whole thing started as a test of Orn's loyalty?
A test Oren failed. Eris was devastated when his son sided with the savages, and his daughter ran away. He decided to resign his position. He'll make the announcement today. Eris hopes to restore his family, but I think it's a lost cause.
Especially if Bea finds out that her father set all this in motion.
That's for Oren. Choke on your own blood, you bastard. My father, the entire council, they're all guilty. They all have to die. I have to do this, so stay out of my way.
Vea actually did it. She killed Briven in cold blood.
Oh man.
Vea killed Briven without a writ. It was pure, focused rage. I never expected her to go through with it. If Vea doesn't get herself killed up there, the Morag Tong will hunt her down and execute her, like a rabid gua. Her and me both.
We can still save Eris and the rest of the counselors.
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. Vea can't be allowed to kill the counselors. We have to stop her. It's more than me and Vea's lives on the line. Something like this could destroy the Morag Tong.
What do you mean?
The Morag Tong only recently began to find acceptance again. Vea's actions don't just reflect badly on me. They could be used to force us back into the shadows, maybe even disband us all together. We're both going to have to answer for this.
Yeah.
We have to get ahead of her. Cut her off. There's a door on the main floor, near the kitchens, that should allow us to come at the council meeting from another direction. I was able to get it open when I was scouting around up there. Let's go.
Okay. Unfortunately, though, this is where we are gonna stop for the night. Because Rani has to get up super early. super early. But I really appreciate you all coming out with me. Really do. From the out with me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. I so super heckin' appreciate it. I cannot even express. Thank you all so very much. To all of my YouTube friends, I will see you guys next time. All of my friends, I will see you all at 9. I would raid off tonight, but honestly, I'm tired. I'm actually practically falling asleep at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But I love you all. Well, later today, I guess you could say. But bye.